motherfucking tight.
Coco's Lip Smacking Cupcakes offers custom cakes and cupcakes for every occasion. We proudly bake everything from scratch. With every moist and mouth-watering bite, you will be smacking your lips by the time you are finished. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Lip Smacking Cupcakes.
Wait, everybody, we are on. Okay? Y'all, this is how we start our shows, you guys. We're over here trying to get our lives together. We're trying to get our feeds. I'm over here trying to give out champagne gummy bears. Did you get one?
I'm trying to fix my mic.
Oh my God, y'all.
It doesn't taste like champagne.
It doesn't taste like champagne?
It doesn't.
It's Dom Perignon up in here.
It tastes like a regular gummy bear.
That's a rich gummy bear.
Come on now. It's the bougie gummy bears, okay?
Dom Perignon gummy bear, though.
Don Perignon. Okay. So, you guys, good evening and happy Tuesday to all of my queens and my kings out there. It is 7:30 and you are now tuned in to Queen's Table Talk here on the Hub Radio. I am your host. Hey, I like that. Come through. Come through. I am your host, Mono's Best, and I'm here with my co-host, Miss Lovely Leah.
Hey, Queens. Hey.
Hey, girl. And we have a special guest host here, Miss JB.
What's going down?
Come through, JB.
I am honored and blessed to be here once again, sitting in for my girl Jasmine, who's in New York, right?
New York,
She in
yeah.
New York right now.
New York, that's where she at.
What's up, Jasmine?
Yes.
Thanks for letting me sit in for you, girl. I can't do it like you, but I'm going to try.
Yes, we're going to hold it down. We definitely going to hold it down. So we really hope that you guys missed us as much as we missed y'all, because we were out last week and I was traveling.
Come on,
And on top of
traveling.
that, Jasmine was traveling too,
Right.
so we was down to one person unless you wanted to do it yourself. So
I can't have Queen's Table talk about myself.
by yourself,
Nah,
okay. The
nah,
next time you're gonna have the show by yourself.
Nah.
then.
I'm be over here debating with myself.
Yes.
I got you. Want me to come again? You know
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah, come on. That's very true, JB. You like
Right.
literally always have a seat here at our
Yeah.
table. Like I really mean that.
I'm so
Like,
blind.
I'm so lost.
But no, y'all, we are so happy to be back. Y'all, we have a great show for y'all tonight. First of all, we have the host of On My Mama, who's going to be here a little bit later. And we're going to talk about all things. We're going to talk about Mother's Day.
Yay.
We're going to talk about them and their podcast. You guys, I'm such a huge fan of them. So definitely make sure that you tune in. Stay tuned for the whole show.
Yes.
So that way you guys can see them. Okay, you guys will see what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I'm really here for them. Yeah, no, I'm here for them. And then also a little bit later up on the show, we are going to be talking about Azalea Banks and Cardi B. We're going to be talking about white folks calling the police on black people for doing regular things.
Why?
We got a lot to talk about today, okay? So we're just going to dive into it. So, you guys, usually, okay, I used to start the show by asking y'all just simply what y'all did for the week. So I'm trying to come up with new icebreaker questions to
Right.
track our progression throughout the week, you know? So, you guys, my question to you is, what is something that you did last week that you haven't done before?
I'm gonna let.
Oh, the guest of honor. Come
I'm
on.
really excited
Come on
to
now.
Because you was gassing it before the show, so I'm like, I want to.
I wasn't guessing it. Was I guessing it?
You made me
Let me
excited.
put my foot on the brake then.
Go ahead.
So something I did this week that I have, oh man, guys, that I haven't done is I actually, I started talking to somebody, y'all.
Ooh, JB.
Yeah, look
Yes.
Give
at
us
this.
the
Come on, JB.
Come on.
So he's white, and I'm just kidding. Look at y'all.
Did y'all see my face?
No way. I was confused because I'm like, I've seen a picture.
I'm about to say, JB, when did this happen? Like,
You know that
I was
wasn't
like,
me.
what?
Nah,
that's
nah,
a shame. That's
No.
really a shame.
Don't do that to my peoples. Look at her. Wait, no. Yeah,
I like how the whole room just stopped.
I know. World stop. Okay. Is it so
Carry on.
unbelievable that I talk to somebody? No, everybody knows I'm super busy. Like, I try to keep myself busy. I don't like to put myself out there. I've been hurt a lot in the past, all that crap, whatever. I'm not bitter.
Right.
I love and all that good stuff.
Right.
So I decided, like, okay, I didn't decide. My best friend, Crystal, shout out to Crystal, decided to talk for me and gave somebody my number. And because we were attending a wedding together, and she was like, "Yeah, this guy wants to talk to you." La la la. I was like, "No, I'm not with it. I don't want to. I don't want to do it. No." So she gave my number, unbeknownst to me. Whatever. I said, "Forget it. Fine. I guess this was meant to be." We, been texting back and forth, going out a couple times. He's really hot, and
Caliente.
yeah, we'll see how it goes. Now, what I was telling y'all before, what she said was gassing it, is that I almost lost him in like 4 days already. I got a problem.
How, JB? What you do?
Things are too good too soon. I'll be like, oh no, this the devil. Gotta go.
4
Like,
days?
Yeah.
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 4 days, though, JB.
Yeah, 4 days. 4 días. So that's what happened this week that I've never done. I almost lost a man in 4 days. They should make a movie off of it.
Girl.
And,
Don't they have one like that? How to Lose a Man in 10 days.
But
10 days.
I
JB
beat
done
her.
broke the record.
I beat it.
How to Lose a Man in 4 days.
It's not something I did or like it was a messed up thing or nothing like that. It's just that it was just getting too good, and I was like, yeah, nah, I'm scared. And so, but I think we cool now. At least I'm trying to be. I wrote him a poem.
Oh,
that's sweet.
I don't know how to express
we
myself.
have to
through
meet
art.
this new babe.
No.
We
Not
can't meet
until
it.
it's like super like
Official.
or legit. Like, I
Well,
don't
new
know.
babe, if you're
I'm just
listening,
scared.
okay, we're here for you.
We'll
We're
see.
rooting for you.
We'll see. We're rooting for you. Or anybody else that wants to
I've
say
seen
that.
a picture of him, and he looks like one of them Instagram babes with the beards.
Oh,
on
come
them
on.
pages.
Is he dark skinned?
No.
He's like brown.
He's brown? That's
He's-
good. I'm here
he's
for it.
nice looking. And I was like, he looked like a model.
But
on
it's
Instagram.
scary. Those are scary. Like the ones
Yeah.
that like they like know they're cute, but other people know they're cute too. So now I gotta cut girls when I don't even know I got like, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
I don't want to be that person. Like I should
Right.
be. Like,
And as you shouldn't.
Yeah.
And I am. We all queens, but what you
Them
not
days are
gonna
over.
do is overstep your boundaries, sis. So
Right.
yeah, but we'll see how it goes, y'all. I don't want to say I'm looking for love, but it would be nice next week to say that I found it.
Yeah. No, I get you. We gonna have to keep
So
an update upon this. JB
Dios
and
mío.
yes.
JB finds love.
Oh my God.
Oh, I like that. Finds love. Oh, I like that. I'm here for the table that. Okay.
Okay.
We'll see. Put a pin in it. Put a
Okay.
pin in it. Okay, what about you, Leah? What's up?
Okay, so, guys, it's all mushy and stuff. But it was Black Grad for CSUN, and so it was my first Black Grad, and it was for the Bay.
Hey.
And I made him like a front and back poster. I got a shirt. I don't know if everybody saw mine.
Yeah, I did. I saw the poster, but that took time, girl. That was very intricate.
Yeah. Because I mean, like when you're so proud of somebody, and I literally have been with him since the beginning.
Yeah.
It gets you emotional because it's like we did it because I was there pushing you on those days that
what
you didn't want to
What did he
finish.
get his degree in, if you don't mind me asking?
Athletic training.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
congratulations.
And he's already going into school like right after and everything like
Dope,
that.
dope.
But and then it was a cool thing. Zendaya was at the graduation. Yeah.
Who?
Yeah,
Zendaya. Girl,
Oh, I saw that up on your
Yeah,
Snapchat.
yeah,
I did
yeah.
see it.
So I was kind of following
Can I
her.
give you like some hair tips, girl?
I was like following her, trying to get her a picture with her, but she was trying to run off, you know, before people saw her, you know. But that was cool. And I heard Lil Yachty was there too.
I don't know who that is.
Lil Yachty. That's the.
I get it. I'm with y'all.
But yeah, I mean that was cool. The experience was really nice. I didn't get to go to my Black Grad because I was still studying abroad. So just being in the atmosphere, like it was just really, it was lit. Like there was African dancing, and then the speech or the address given by the dad from Moesha was really dope.
His son works with me at Apple.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was graduating. I don't know.
He graduated?
I don't know if it maybe
Maybe it was his brother. Yeah, he does have another son.
Okay,
I don't think it was him.
But
it was dope. They're a cool family.
Yeah.
Very cool family.
His speech was just so motivating. Like honestly, I was sitting there like, I need to go back to school like soon, like sooner than later, you know. So I mean, that was something that I've never done before. Just experiencing Black Grad, and it was really dope. So
always go to Black Grads.
Yeah, I went to Cal State Long Beach. I went to yours, Shannon's Black Grad. It was so lit. Oh my god,
Black Grads are dope. The commencement is what they call them for
it
the
is.
folks.
Mm-hmm.
Commencement.
That's what they call it, commencement.
Better Black Grad it up in here. I want to hear all the yelling and the dancing across the stage and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, white people be snatching black people off the stages now.
I saw that. I saw
that later when we talk about white people calling them.
We will. But
what you do?
So what I did was last week I had drove cross country with my best friend. That was my first time driving across the country. Y'all, I mean, it was cool. Like, you know, number one, I had good company. But at the same time, like if my friend listening, like girlfriend don't ever ask me to do it again. That's way too long to be in the car. But I was really proud of myself.
So how long was it and where did you go?
So it was from Atlanta back out here.
I'm gonna be in Atlanta next week. Definitely ain't driving.
Girl, when I tell you, it was a very cool experience. So I drove through Mississippi, and I said, and I was really, really nervous. I was like, I don't really know how I feel about driving through Alabama and Mississippi. But as soon as we crossed the state line to get into Mississippi, we had switched, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to speed limit. We not stopping for no reason. Okay, if we left Alabama, I'm like, okay, are we filled up?
Right.
Like, you know, I ain't stopping for no gas. I ain't stopping for nothing. Okay, you already used the bathroom. Okay, cool. So, but we had stopped in Louisiana to go see my grandparents, which was really, really nice. Like, yeah. And we went to go see them. My grandma, shout out to her though. She's definitely the GOAT. So when we came, she already had food cooked for us. She had made shrimp etouffee, and then she had also made peach cobbler. She made punch for us, homemade punch, and then she also made cabbage. So,
oh God, come on, Granny.
Yeah, I was here. I was here for her. I was here for her.
Can you tell the difference between like Louisiana food and food from here and stuff?
Oh, absolutely. Girl, let me tell you something too. Okay, even the Popeyes. Okay, so the Popeyes. Okay, the plural of Popeyes. Okay.
I stopped like Popeyes.
How many?
How many is in the Popeyes?
Just so y'all know, I had to put the plural on there, the Popeyes, okay?
You emphasize it.
I had to emphasize
That's
that
how good it is.
Popeyes,
okay?
Okay. So you really taste the difference in Popeyes, okay?
Yeah.
So out here, I don't even think that I can really eat Popeyes out here anymore with the clear conscience, because even down south, it tastes so much better. Like, number one, like their menu is more full, their food is more fresh. It just has a different taste to it. Yeah, like they even got onion rings at Popeyes.
I feel like we gotta say Popeyes is every time now.
Did you go to the original one?
Which one?
There's
Did Popeyes originate in Louisiana? Is that what the black lady say on the commercial?
Well, I've been to Popeyes in New Orleans, but that was last year.
In there or something like that. It's like the best one ever.
Oh, I'm not too sure.
So.
I went to one in New Orleans. I've been to one in Louisiana, and then when I was in Atlanta, I went to Popeyes.
Come on, you like Popeyes?
Yeah.
I do like Popeyes.
I'm having your back this whole time on that. That was funny.
Thank you, JV.
I went to Chicago. I went to KFC. That was the best potato bowl I ever had in my life. So
For
I
real?
believe that.
I don't really mess with KFC. I don't like them.
Okay.
I'm not here for them.
Okay. Well, I don't travel often. But when I do, I'm gonna stop by Popeyes.
Yes, Popeyes is okay. Tell them Monique sent you.
I sure
Okay.
I will.
Yes,
Their
yo.
red beans and rice though.
Yeah,
Fire.
it is good.
Fire.
Bomb.
Yeah.
Fire.
Bomb.
No, it's
I'm
definitely
glad
good.
you guys had good weeks. That's dope. I'm happy for us all.
Yeah, I'm happy to be home.
know
That's what
that's
I was
right.
like. I went to
Wait,
Wait, so
sleep,
you
girl.
guys didn't stop at all, or
No, we did stop. We stopped at my grandparents' house,
like,
and then
other than
and
Yeah.
then like we stopped in Texas. We stopped in Sweetwater, Texas, and we got a
'Cause
hotel.
Texas big.
It's
You
huge,
gotta,
girl.
like, stop.
It'll take you a
Yeah.
whole day to get through Texas,
Yeah.
girl. We got to Sweetwater, got a hotel, and then we got up the next morning, and then we went to her auntie's house in Phoenix, and then from Phoenix we came home, because at the time we were there, it was around 7 or 8 o'clock at night, and I'm like, dude, like we are really close to home, like I'm gonna just thug it out and
Right.
just go
Let's
home.
just
I
drive.
said,
Yeah.
because I'm like, we got like 5 hours left.
Right,
Yeah, I'm
let's
just
do
go
this.
home. Like I'm
Yeah.
so tired.
Aw.
But it was a cool experience.
Well,
I can say
welcome back.
that.
I'm glad you're safe.
Thank
and had a
you.
good time.
Thank
That's
you,
dope.
girl.
Yes,
nobody
man.
stopped you? Thank God, you know.
Yeah, no, girl. I was making sure we was driving the speed limit, and like
Put
there
you on
was there was a
wig or something.
Yeah.
I swear that was
for real. But I thank God for His protection, danger seen and unseen. So we are good. So let's get into some Black Girl Magic real quick, you guys. So number one, have you all watched Red Table Talk?
Yes.
Okay, so Red Table Talk. I'm here for the name too.
Mm-hmm.
So Red
I was
Table
too.
Talk.
I
You was here for you caught it.
I said,
Yeah. Oh, you caught it right.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
this is perfect.
Queen's table talk, red table talk.
Yeah. Table talking, you know?
Yeah.
So, for those of you who don't know what Red Table Talk is, it's a show hosted by Jada Pinkett Smith and her mom, Adrienne Banfield Norris, and her daughter, Willow Smith. So, it premiered last week on Facebook. And they got 12 million views within the first 2 days.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And I'm really here for it. I'm actually here for this because it's such a great representation of Black women and the relationships between Black mothers
Finally,
and their
Yes,
daughters.
and different generations.
Yeah, and to see 3 different generations. And I probably think the first episode I've seen both episodes, but probably the first one, like I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And then the second one I kind of got choked up watching it because they were talking about loss. But I just really feel like it's something that we all need. Like as women, like we need our mothers, and for us to have that open dialogue with one another and to be able to talk fluently with each other and be able to be open and transparent. And I just never understood why. I don't know about you guys. We have several Black women here up in the studio with us. But just tell me, like, do you feel like that you've had the most open relationship with your mama? Do you feel like there were times where you couldn't talk to your mom about certain things,
I
or
was
where?
just talking to my mom before I got here, and we were like hugging each other and stuff. Cause I've had like a pretty stressful week, and she was just like, I love you, and her first thing that she says every time we talk is motherhood doesn't come with a handbook. Parenting doesn't come with a handbook. That's her
Right.
favorite thing to say. And I'm like, yeah, but dang, I know this wasn't in there. You know what I mean? If they did have one, it's things that I wish my mom and I could talk about and do, but I think it's all experience. Everybody's mom is brought up different. We have different, relationships, different dynamics. How her mother brought her up. It's all what she thinks she knows, you know. And I saw a meme on Instagram one day, and I was like, this is us. And sometimes you just gotta like forgive your parent for what they thought they were teaching you to be the right thing, you know.
And it takes the weight off of you too. And that's something that I've learned too is to really stop blaming my parents for what they didn't do. Like they were doing the best that they could, what they had.
All that they knew.
Right.
Exactly.
But I do wish there was that open dialogue, because I feel like in Black families in general, like there's a lot of secrecy.
They
Oh,
sweep
heck
stuff
yeah.
under
And
the
I
rug.
think like that's
yeah.
a huge issue, and that's why I really like this show, because it's like 3 different generations saying like, this is what I went through, and I'm saying this to you so you don't have to go through it, or you can make the decision like a different way or go a different route. So I just feel like, even like with my own grandparents and my parents, like I just wish that there was more openness to say like, this is what happened, like it was ugly, it was horrendous, it was horrible, but this still happened to me. Right. And then like I can in a way kind of connect and grow from that, you know?
And relate. It's not just mother-daughter talk. It's like, not friend, but you're getting help.
I feel like a lot of times they think like, oh, I don't want them to know that because, you know, they're gonna look at me differently.
But this is
like,
the thing.
It's life, you know?
I'm glad you brought that up, because this is how I feel. I feel like just looking like at my life and where I am right now and how I grew up, like I feel like if parents were more open with their children and were to talk to them more about their experiences, what they went through, I feel like it would save a lot of us. It would have saved a lot of us some heartache. Like if I went through something, why would I sit here and watch you go through the same thing that I went through?
How you gonna do that?
Yeah, exactly. You know, and I just feel like, why won't you just take those preventative measures to sow into your kids and to talk to them openly? And what I love most about Red Table Talk was on the last episode, Jada, like she was being very open, like, and she was crying like in front of Willow, and for a mother to show that kind of transparency with her child, that means a lot to me. So
and in front of her mother. Like, I don't have any grandparents anymore, like nobody, and that's not really like an older person that I really can confide in. And I sometimes, and I think about it sometimes, like, dang, I have like no like ancestors, like no like somebody I can talk to like for wisdom. I talk to you guys for wisdom, Mo. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I talk to my peers for wisdom because that's the only people I know that experience the things that I experience. But sometimes I'm like, dang, I wish I had somebody that was older, wiser, been through it, maybe not been through it, but could give me a better insight on stuff. So, I don't know. That's how
I've always felt, but with like an older sibling, because I'm the oldest. Like, I always confide in my friends because I feel like somebody to kind of like understand what I'm going through, because I'm not going to talk to my younger siblings because they haven't reached to the level that I'm at now. So I always talk to my friends, like, so that kind of like, dang, I wish I had like an older sibling or like that's why I have a lot of older friends too, like to talk to them and just say like, hey, like, you know, what do you feel about this? Exactly, because I don't know what's going on. Right.
Indeed. And then also, you guys, we have Aisha Champs. So I don't know if you guys have heard of her, but she's a single mother of 5. She just graduated from law school. She graduated from Thurgood Marshall School of Law at Texas Southern University.
Okay, go ahead, girl. No, I haven't heard about this.
Yeah, you have it? Okay, so it's a picture with her and her 5 kids.
I've probably seen the picture, but I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I'm excited.
Yeah. This is the picture of her and her kids. So it went viral.
Yes.
So yes. So also she was just on the Steve Harvey show, and he granted her a trip to Jamaica and $10,000 too.
That's awesome.
But her story is actually really amazing because so what she said was that she was going through a really dark time in her life, and she said about 10 years ago there was a lady at her church and that told her that she needs to go back to school. God told her to tell Aisha that she needed to go back to school to get her GED. And at the time, she was kind of like, you know, I don't really know.
GED, though, not even high school diploma.
Yeah, because she had dropped out of school,
Okay.
And she said at the time, like, she had lost her job and, like, she had lost everything that she had in a house fire. And her children's father at the time had cancer, but he later passed away. Jesus. And like she said, she hit rock bottom and she had even considered suicide. Wow. So she said, you know, she had to live for her kids. And then she went back to school, got her GED, and it just went from there to where she got her undergrad, and then she did 3 years of law school. Wow. And she said her kids really, really helped her. She said her sisters helped her. Her kids would help each other get ready for school in the morning. God. Her kids would quiz her with flashcards. Wow. And ultimately, she said that they're all graduating with her.
Yeah, because they're all doing it
like
together.
You said with your bae. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, it touched my heart. Like, I'm like, that really means a lot, because she was saying that, you know, she beat the odds.
It literally takes a village, though, sometimes.
Right. It does.
You cannot do this life thing. That's what I'm learning, especially, like, right now. You cannot do this life thing by yourself. Right. And I thought I could.
Yeah, no.
I'm learning, like, right now.
And just imagine, like, what it means to them. To see their mom push through all these different obstacles, like, I bet you they feel like I can do anything.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. And they helped her, too. Yeah. Like, to help each other get ready in the morning and to quiz your mom with flashcards. Like, oh, my gosh. Like, she has some amazing kids.
Don't you?
You know what? Not right now. Just give me a couple years, y'all. Give me a couple years, okay?
You got got too emotional just now.
Right. Cause I'm like, I think that's so cute. You know?
Look at her.
Look, yeah.
Stop,
On
yo.
her face.
Right.
I ain't having no kids no time soon.
Okay.
No time soon, y'all. But you guys, we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back in 5 minutes, y'all. We're gonna get into some tell me why, okay? So number one, you got white folks calling the police on black people. And on top of that, you got Azalea Banks versus Cardi B.
Cardi.
Yeah. We'll be back.
Don't let me get too comfortable. Don't let me get too comfortable. I know, my friend, you are a blessing, but I'm not guessing you'll wreck my whole life. I already know your type, I'm guessing you want my blessing, but baby, I'm not that guy. Either way, I'm not gonna do the things I used to do. I'm not trying to get too comfortable. I just want a friend until the end. We ain't even gotta do that other shit. We can ride a bike or play air hockey on the side. Maybe get a drink, but girl, I don't wanna be between those thighs. I know that you're beautiful, you know that you're beautiful. So maybe, baby, we shouldn't get too comfortable. Think about it, I know you want it, yeah girl, I want you too. But right now, baby, I just cannot do that to you. Blessing, but I'm not guessing. All life, I already know your type, I'm guessing you want my blessing, but baby, I'm not that guy. Blessing, but I'm not guessing you'll make my whole life. I already know your type, I'm guessing you want my blessing, but baby, I'm not that guy. I know that you're beautiful, you know that you're beautiful. I know that you're beautiful, you know that you're beautiful. But I promise I'm not your blessing.
Miss me with that bullshit. You ain't really wild, you a tourist. I be blacking out with the purist. I paid 100,000, I freaked it. I paid 500,000, I freaked it. I bought an 87 for the weekend. This ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want, this ain't what you want.
And it's like that look. MVP, I don't get no sleep, no, I don't like that look. Bust that open, I want that ocean, yeah, that bite back look. Do it, bite back look. Need two life jacks look. I ain't gon' hold you, I ain't gon' pressure, never control you. I ain't gon' front you, if it 100, I don't know you. Boss like Top Dog, boss my life up, crossing over. Started stepping, got a Hall of Fame and on my poster. I've been ready, my whip been ready, my been ready, my click been ready, my checks been ready, my shots on full, that's Armageddon. I got pull, I hope y'all ready, my tank on full, you know unleaded. I gotta go get it, I gotta go get it, I gotta.
Allow me to give you something to think about. Not everything that comes out of Compton is bad. I mean, we have Dr. Dre, The Game, Kendrick Lamar, Venus and Serena Williams, that little girl with the dream, Maya Aja Brown. P. Diddy couldn't have said it better. This is the fairy tale, man. And fairy tales do come true. Because we got millions of cats that are coming up with that hustling spirit and drive. They got that mention, that drive. Bill Lyons had that drive to overcome all obstacles. Bill Lyons isn't just a clothing line or just a brand. It's a movement. Bill Lyons is Compton. Compton is Bill Lyons. Respect the perspective. Bill Lyons.
The hub.
Yeah. My real father's gonna feel me on this one. All the deadbeat fathers gonna hate me.
Yo, Alex.
Hey, what's up, Tato?
Y'all coming through Saturday, right?
Come on, man. You know I wouldn't miss that for the world.
I've been hanging with my kids, just chilling, man. I'm living like a father. All my brothers that can relate to me, man. Shout out my real fathers. Take care of your kids, even if you cannot work it out with baby mama. Working 9 to 5, hustling, so you never see your kids starve. Changing diapers, making bottles, feeding your kids, that's a real father. If you ain't called your kids in a couple days, man, you not a real father.
Yeah, real fathers.
All right, you guys, welcome back to Queen's Table Talk here on the Hub Radio. You guys, .net. So, you guys, we're gonna get into our next segment. Tell me why. It has been a crazy weekend. Yeah. So, there was an argument between Azealia Banks and Cardi B. A couple of them in here said, "Who is Azealia Banks? Exactly. Who is she? She's problematic."
Call in.
Right. So I'm gonna just start in chronological order. Okay. So before, we have the video, but let me just start. So Azealia Banks, she went on the Breakfast Club last Friday and did an interview, and she was talking about, they were asking her about Cardi B. And when she was talking about her, she said that Cardi B is a caricature of black women. Claimed that Cardi B's her only claim to fame was the fact that she's light skinned. So there's no reason why. So you know how her
that part.
Yeah, like that's what she alluded to. She alluded to the fact that her success came from the fact that she is light skinned, because with her antics and her mannerisms, no dark skinned black woman can get away with that. Ultimately, that's what she said. Cliff Notes version.
Okay, all right.
And if y'all know anything about her, she's so problematic, y'all. Like when I say she's got into it with everybody in the industry, she's what you consider her a rapper? Like she does music, like she has her. She has songs. I listened to her a couple of her songs. She can sing pretty cool.
She has a really, really, really big fan base in the gay community. Like gay guys love her. In the club, they playing all Azealia Banks stuff. Like gay guys love her. So she has a fan base for sure. She's not mainstream though. But
yeah,
she never will be.
She won't.
To her music though.
Okay, well, okay. One of my friends though, like she did listen to her, right? And so I've heard a couple of her songs. She's actually a really great artist, but she's so problematic that I don't even think that anybody will ever recognize her for her music, or she never will be mainstream, because nobody really wants to mess with her because she's so.
Because she talks too much to make her own self relevant.
Y'all, like she's got into it with everybody. Like when I tell you that she's got into it with Remy Ma, Iggy Azalea, Sky Jackson from Disney. How you get into it with a 14-year-old?
Yeah.
At the time, she was 14.
Yeah.
Like
either way, you're a minor. She's a minor.
Right. She's went in on Beyonce, her Lemonade album. She went in upon Kendrick Lamar, Eminem, Nicki Minaj, Rita Ora, Lil Kim, Tiana Taylor. We'll get into that. Okay. But she, and the list goes on and on and on. Like this is just a short list of the people who she's got into it with.
She said he spit on her.
Yeah.
Like come on.
So she's problematic. Okay. So we're gonna play this this clip from her interview with the Breakfast Club, and we're gonna talk about this and how everything unfolded.
Look at these gloves.
Well, did you call Cardi B illiterate, what was it, untalented rat?
I did.
Why?
I feel like maybe 2 years ago, the conversation surrounding black women's culture was really reaching an all-time high, and we were really like discussing, you know, our power amongst ourselves. And, you know, Beyonce came out with Lemonade, and like there was just this really, really, really intelligent conversation going on nationally. And then everything just kind of changed. And then it was like, I'm just talking about like this caricature. You get what I mean? This caricature of a black woman that black women themselves would never be able to get away with, you know? Like, if my spelling and grammar was that bad, just don't understand how we go from Beyonce and Lemonade and Solange and all of these, like, great conversations, Black Lives Matter, all these conversations to, like, this.
Well, black women aren't monolithic, though, either, right?
I know we're not monolithic, but come on.
Well, did you call Cardi B illiterate, what was it, untalented rat?
I did.
Why?
I feel like maybe 2 years ago, the conversation surrounding Black women's culture was really reaching an all-time high, and we were really like discussing, you know, our power amongst ourselves. And, you know, Beyonce came out with Lemonade, and like there was just this really, really, really intelligent conversation going on nationally, and then everything just kind of changed, and then it was like,
you know, some kind of way about it.
I'm just talking about like this caricature. You get what I mean? This caricature of Black women that Black women themselves would never be able to get away with. You know, like if my spelling and grammar
you guys
was
remember
that bad,
when Cardi B had first came out, Azalea Banks was kind of like riding for Cardi. Like there's videos of her actually in the club rapping to Bodak Yellow, and she even did a magazine interview where they asked her, you know, like who does she think like, you know, is a hot person out right now, and she even mentioned Cardi B. And now all of a sudden she's switching up and saying that, you know,
she's just getting too popular and a hater don't like
yeah, and that now she's a caricature of Black women.
Girl, with them latex gloves, you are a caricature.
But
take Rihanna with, girl, I'm not the one to talk about Cardi.
But see, here's the thing. Okay, so after Cardi B had posted that, she made like several tweets, and I have a couple of tweets that she said, and she said that.
Come on.
She said, and as far as Black women's culture and music has moved in the past 2 years, the fact that your overall statisticness is being merited as success is a clear indication that the suits backing you are using you as a weapon against Black women's consciousness and culture. And she said, plus, I also come from the hood. So does Nicki Minaj. The hood is a beautiful place. Loads of creative, smart, and talented people. You're illiterate because you're lazy, not because you're from the hood.
Oh.
And then she called her a full-on stereotype. She said, you're illiterate, you're a baby mama she said 4/5, maybe like 4 of 5, to a man who has women crawling out of the woodworks with kids. Videos of your, she's so vulgar. Videos of your nigga effing other women. You're a real-life episode of Maury, sis. So when not Nicki Minaj, when Cardi B saw that, she had like a whole
soliloquy of everything.
Yeah, I'm not reading all that.
Yeah,
so
always got something to say.
Ultimately, I'm gonna give y'all the Cliff Notes version of what she said. So she was saying that, you know, like you pretty much have a history of belittling Black women. So don't come for me.
Right.
And she was saying that she's being herself, and she's always been true to that, and she's not trying to represent nobody but herself. And she was like, you trying to be the voice of reason, but you can't even reason with yourself. So it's just a lot. So ultimately, Cardi B had deleted her Instagram, and it just went downhill from there. But
wait, Cardi B deleted her Instagram? Like her whole thing?
Yeah, she deleted her Instagram on Saturday. Yeah,
I did too.
I was following this in real time.
I did too. Yeah. I did. That's why I didn't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Cardi.
Yeah. She deleted her Instagram. Yeah, you can find her on Twitter though.
No.
So, but this is my problem. Okay, so I'm gonna just tell y'all what I think about it, and then y'all let me know what y'all think.
Okay.
Y'all don't have to agree with me, whatever. But I don't like Azalea Banks because I feel like she's very well spoken and she's articulate and she's able to argue her point. But I feel like she only argues her point. But it's the thing, she only argues her point when it's convenient for her. Okay. I'm not doubting what she said. She made a lot of great points. I'm here for the message, but I'm not here for the messenger. However,
come on, Mo.
Did you like that? Did you like that? Did you like that? Okay, so. But this is the thing. So I'm here for what she said, but at the same time, I really don't believe that Cardi B is putting on a gimmick. I really think that's who she is. And I respect her because she's kept it, you know, 100 who she is in every arena. But I feel like if we're going to have a conversation like that, I can understand how it can be problematic. But if we're going to have a conversation like that, for you to call her illiterate and for you to call her, she called her a hood booger, for you to call her a rat booger. Yeah, she called her all that. And like, you can articulate your point without demeaning somebody else. And that's when your message gets lost in translation. And I think so many times people just get caught up in saying their opinion that you're forgetting that
you need to listen.
You need to listen to other people. Like, and the thing is that Cardi B, like, where she comes from, maybe that's all that she knows. So if that's really how you feel, like, and if you really like want to love on Black women, if you really want to stand up for Black women, and sit down and have a conversation with her.
She needs to go on Red Table Talk.
Right? Yeah, she needs to
bring Cardi and her mama and her sister Hennessy to Red Table Talk or Queen's Table Talk. And talk to them in that type of arena, and then maybe she might see something different. I'm gonna just say this, and I'm gonna be done with it. I think that people need to stop making these celebrities their role models.
Yeah.
Cardi B did not ask for that. She
Right.
wanted to be a rapper and do what she wanted to do it the way she knows how to do it, and the way that people are making her, even people like Rihanna, making them be these role models for these young girls. They don't want that. They don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, mamas teach your children, don't rely on the media and society to do it.
No, I agree with you in that sense, but I do feel like in some cases that when you get to a certain level, you have a duty and a responsibility, because I've done several career days and I've been to middle schools where one of these little girls was talking about, I'm over here talking about going to college, and she was like, I don't need to go to college, and she was like, Cardi B didn't go to college, she was a stripper, like, and she's like, you know,
Dead
she's famous,
serious,
like dead serious, but I'm like, she had to, like, that's something that she had to do. Like, you're over here 13 years old talking about that you already know in your mind that you want to be a stripper. That's not something to glorify. And Cardi B is, you know how many strippers there are here? Not everybody has Cardi B's ending, her fairy tale ending, you know?
Right.
And it's sad. But granted, it's not Cardi B's fault that people think like that, but when you are on a mass scale, I just feel like you can say, like, you know,
duty
this
and
is
responsibility.
this is where I come from, no, but I don't encourage it.
To tell the whole story, to say I didn't want to be a stripper, but I did it because I did it because I fell into it, or whatever the case may be.
Said I fell into it.
I mean, if you listen to her song "Get Up 10" on her album, she says I used to dance right across from my school. Like, she's not glorifying that.
But I get up 10.
Man, got knocked down nine times,
but I get up 10.
But people need to understand though that she is also a human, and that's why. I agree
and
with
she's
you saying,
pregnant. What comes of pregnant people?
Right. Glorifying these people,
It's how
but
she
they're
got that
still
baby.
people though. Like, you're glorifying these people, but they're just, at the end of the day, they're people, just like everybody else.
And she
So-
heard
They
which is why
are.
she
And
deleted that
she's
Instagram.
so real.
Exactly.
And that's one thing I respect about her. I don't watch Love and Hip Hop, so I never, like, was really up on that whole train.
She stayed the same.
She, like, from what
Stayed
I've
the
seen, like,
same.
she's always been the same. And
Yes.
even upon the success of Bodak Yellow, where I really got respect for her is, like, no matter what interview that she's been in, she's literally always been the same. And when Bodak Yellow had first got successful, she was on an interview. I forgot with who. And they asked her, they were like, well, you know, why are you, like, you know, I hear you still hang out in the Bronx. And she's like, well, yeah, that's where all my friends are. But when she said that, you could tell that she was really genuine about that. Like, I don't care, I got a #1 song right now. I don't care
Where the
that I have
homies at,
money.
though?
That's my friends. Like, why you asking me a dumb question like that?
She made her first video in the Bronx in the projects. Like,
Yeah.
come on now.
So that could really just be all that she knows. And mind you, this whole success thing is very new. But if we're gonna have that conversation about Black women and the image of Black women, I don't feel like you should attack somebody in the manner in which you did.
Who are you to do that, though?
Yeah, who are you to do that?
And
on
she
top
didn't
of that-
start it, and she's not gonna end it. I mean, Little Kim been having her vag out for a long time. You know what I'm saying? She didn't start as a stripper. She was a drug kingpin's girl, and a side chick at that. You know what I'm saying?
Open side chick.
Okay. Oh, don't care. And now her face look like a side chick. So I don't know. I mean, it's like all kinds of stuff going on that didn't start with Cardi. You know?
Yeah.
So,
but
that's a
I just
conversation, too.
don't like how she comes for people. Like I said, she can articulate herself when it's what do I say? When it's convenient for her. She's able to articulate her point, though. But like I said, your point doesn't mean anything if you want to go demean somebody and you want to trash somebody, and if you want to call them out of their name. Like, who are you to do that? Like, and it's not even coming from a place of love. Like, it's coming from a place of hate. And that's how she's been with everybody. I'm like, dude, like, you will never be known for your music because you're so problematic. Like, nobody is ever going to want to work with you. Like,
haters.
I mean, just imagine if she directed all this energy towards something else, like
or her own music.
uplifting
I don't know,
people.
or just minding your business,
right? Because why are you talking about people who are minding their business,
right?
Like Teyana Taylor,
right after she wanted to. And right when she wanted to talk about Black women and be on this whole wave about Black women, the next day she wanted to go in on Teyana Taylor. Like,
don't do it,
girl. What did she even go in upon her about? I think it's
about
a music video, right?
So Teyana Taylor, when she did, you know, she has her. I'm a big Teyana Taylor.
She a hypocrite.
So her body is amazing, and she's an awesome mother and wife, and I'm so for her.
Azalea could never,
and wishes she could. But anyway, so Azalea's
Platoon,
I guess also her dance like a choreographer or something works with Teyana Taylor, and so Azalea was kind of saying like, oh, you never give props to the to the choreographer. He's the one that got you this and that, and Teyana was like, girl, boo, I've been choreographing for a long time. I've been working with Kanye for a long time. I choreographed for Beyonce for Lemonade. Like, I've been knowing this guy for a long time too. You can't tell me like what I've been doing and what I haven't been doing. Like, girl, get out of here. You're just naming people now.
Right.
She just want to pick a fight. It's annoying. I'm over her.
Yeah,
Canceled.
I'm over her too. Like, she's been canceled in my book. Like, especially when she got into an argument with Sky Jackson. Like, that girl was 14. How do you get into it with a 14-year-old? You're that problematic that
She's
you
a
get into
hater.
a 14-year-old.
Haters don't care how old you are.
Yeah, I'm not here
With
for
a
her.
child?
Yeah,
But
with the
Sky
child.
came back
She
good,
did.
though.
She let
I
her
said,
know.
who's her
She let her-
publicist? She's a good one.
And the thing is that you don't even have to match her level of ignorance.
Right.
You know what I'm
'Cause
saying?
when two fools is arguing from afar, both of y'all look
The
like
Bible
crazy.
says that when you argue with fools, you become one. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Mhm.
Come on.
Knock, knock.
Come on down. But no, yeah, I'm not here for the way that she came at Cardi. I don't think that, that's not right. I understand her point, but I'm not here for her delivery, and I'm not here in the manner in which she did it. That's not cool.
Nope.
You're
Cardi.
canceled.
Yeah.
You don't have a seat at this table.
Yeah, you will never.
Right.
But something else I'm not here for. I'm not here for these Caucasians calling the police on black people. Why does it seem like every single day it's a new story about white people calling the police on black people for doing normal things, normal everyday things, right? So God, the list is so extensive. I don't even know if I can.
I don't even know. I can't even.
I for real can't even.
I know. It's so dumb. It's
So,
like,
in this situation, this was one of the most recent ones. Of course, we talked about the Starbucks situation a couple weeks ago, but in this one, she's actually Bob Marley's granddaughter, and her friends had rented an Airbnb in Rialto out here. And they were packing up their luggage and putting it in the car. And I guess the white lady who lived across the street, wherever, she tried to wave at them and and say hi, but she said they didn't wave back at her. So she thought they was like, it was broad daylight.
Minding their own business.
But the thing is, I don't have to speak to you.
Right.
Like, and
y'all
maybe
giving fake white people smiles anyway.
and to be honest with you, maybe they didn't even see you. I don't even believe that she was visible, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay.
Like, what if they just didn't see you?
They didn't wave back. Let me call.
Yeah. I probably waved through my window.
Right. Ooh, girl,
But
boo.
they called the police, and they were letting them know, like, we rented an Airbnb here. And they apparently the police didn't know what an Airbnb was. Like, so they were like literally there trying to prove, called the owner of the home. And it was just a whole debacle after that.
Come on, debacle.
Word of the day.
What
Popeyes is.
debacle?
Popeyes is the word of the day.
Popeyes is.
I am not forgetting that.
Yeah.
So calling the police on these people leaving this house in an Airbnb. The police said they didn't know what an Airbnb was.
Yeah.
What city was this in? Or what
Rialto, girl.
Here,
Out here
in California.
Yeah.
You don't know what an Airbnb is?
That's what the police said. They didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But it was it's a lot. And even the lady has said, well, I mean, like if they would have just waved back,
I
like,
saw that.
how
I
would
saw that.
nobody
She
gonna
did
say
say it.
hi to you?
She
Like, this is not your
straight
house.
up said, if they just would have waved.
They said she getting death threats now. I mean, I'm not here for that. That's too far. That's too far. I don't wish death on nobody.
That's not
I don't, but they said
That's
she
not
getting death
funny,
threats.
but mind your own business.
Yo, that's not
That's
funny.
not
I swear to God,
funny,
that's not
but
funny.
mind your own. See what happens when you don't mind
When you
yours?
don't mind
Now you
yours.
gotta die.
Right.
Yo, that's not funny. Shame on y'all.
It's not.
Because then they gonna call them on that.
Right. We don't condone that, okay? I don't. And then
What's another instance?
this lady in Oakland, right? This is another one too. This lady in Oakland. So these black people, they were out barbecuing, right?
Okay.
By the lake. That's her. So,
Oh, this the girl. That's the one I've been seeing everywhere.
That's her, yeah.
Oh my God.
So she was saying that they had like an illegal pit in the park, and from what I hear, like people they've been barbecuing there for a long time.
Of course they have.
Yeah,
Everybody barbecues at the park.
No, what they say is that they've always done that, but because the city's becoming more gentrified, you got these white people coming up in here who want to be police.
Don't barbecue.
Yeah, like y'all wrong, y'all can't do that, So I was like, so she sat there for 2 hours waiting for the police to come.
Stop.
Girl was over here harassing.
2
The lady who
hours.
recorded her, she was actually white. And what they say is that the man who was barbecuing, he's actually well known in the neighborhood, though.
The black guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when the police came, like she wanted to get all emotional, start crying. You know how they do.
Oh my
Like,
God.
tears. Yeah, I'm not
White
here for your
tears.
white
I
tears.
just put in a fucking, excuse me, in a bottle. And just, where you went with this? I'm gonna put it around my neck. Maybe it can save me from something.
Girl, but I'm like, why are you sitting over here harassing people? Like, you don't have nothing else better to do with your time. I feel like this was a Saturday. I feel like it was a Saturday.
I keep seeing her face.
But look at this picture
Yeah.
though.
But you have nothing else to do with your time for 2 hours.
Roseanne looking. Man.
Roseanne. Don't do my girl Roseanne like that.
Well,
She
Roseanne
is
a little racy,
Roseanne.
racy too. I'm gonna do Roseanne how I want. She a little racy too. But anyway, I did see her meme around, and I did see that her name was Jennifer, and I'm offended by that. That's why I go by JB, okay? Because I don't like this white people
This
name.
is way too much. And then on top of that, there was this white student who called the police on this black student at Yale because she was napping in the common area in the dormitory.
Yeah. Because I'm tired because this school
had to
is
wait
trash.
15 minutes though, like for them to identify her and to verify that she lived there. Like this what irritates me. Why are you conveniencing my everyday life? Like we just need to start calling the police on white folks. Like y'all get scared. Like whenever y'all see a black person, that's just so out of the normal for you to see me in a certain neighborhood. That's
So we
out
should
of the
call
normal
on y'all
for
when
you.
we see you in Compton.
Yeah.
The hell?
Hello, let's not even talk about that.
It looks like a Connors on the corner. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
But I need y'all here quickly.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, no.
It's becoming too much.
The Jennifer lady that called the police on the people at the barbecue, she's actually a professor at Stanford.
Wow. The lady who called the police?
I had to look her up. Because when I saw her name was Jennifer, I said, not me. You know, like, I need to know more about her.
She's a professor at Stanford.
She's a professor at Stanford University. So
That's
this is how
crazy.
your educational system is being taught. What? Like this is not just her thing. This is her colleagues. This is the faculty there. This is her conversations every day. So when she has a black student in her
I wonder what's gonna happen to her though, because you're all over the internet. You can't get away from that. Like
I'm going to your class and I don't even take your class. Now I'm going.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna bother you.
Yeah.
You're bothering my people.
Yeah, like you have no business to harass other people. Like I can understand if you have probable cause to call the police, but if you just call them just because you feel like they shouldn't belong up in your neighborhood or because you feel like they're, you know.
But we're barbecuing.
I'm just curious what the operator was saying. So what are they doing?
So that's why it took them 2 hours to get there.
Give me a description.
But is there anything going wrong?
Is there a body in the pit? Like what's up?
Is he starting a wildfire? Like what is going on? Because I would have been like, ma'am, please mind your own. And turn around.
Get off my phone so I can say
Why are you bothering? Why are you harassing me? And you guys are over here abusing 911. Like I thought once upon a time it was illegal to call 911 if you had no emergency. Didn't you used to get fined for that?
Yes.
I remember one time when I was a little kid, girl, I called the police and I hung up. Girl, they showed up at my house, girl. I got a whooping for that, and it was so bad. Like, but it's like
there's no fear now.
There's no fear.
Office. They think that you know, this is the thing that's going on in our society. So whatever I say is going to be cool. You know what I mean? But it's like
and you can really, number one, you're wasting tax dollars, you're wasting resources, you're wasting time.
They don't care. They got money. That's the difference with us.
What if somebody was dying during that moment when she was calling?
What if somebody did die though? You up here calling the police over foolishness? It's like what if the situation had escalated for no reason?
And now they can't get there because you over here worrying about somebody cooking some
y'all didn't offer her no plate. That's what I want. Did y'all offer her a plate? She was hungry. Well, no, she ain't missing no meal.
Hey, they got a hashtag for her now. They got a hashtag for her now. I think it's called Barbecue Becky. Has anybody seen it?
I'm not about to play
Barbecue Becky.
Barbecue Becky?
Promise to God.
You guys are awesome. Keep going.
Yo, I promise you. Search the hashtag. It's so
Barbecue
funny.
Becky.
They photoshopped her in a picture with Rosa Parks.
Oh, Jesus. They called her. She probably called her the Underground Railroad too.
For real.
They're leaving.
For real.
Get here quickly.
It's really ridiculous though. But there's been so many situations that have gone on. We can't even talk about all of them. But there was another situation that happened at Nordstrom that I wanted to highlight. So it was 3 young black boys that was shopping for prom, and one of the guys, I believe he took off his shirt, and he was trying to try on a shirt actually in Nordstrom Rack, and they had accused him of stealing. They had walked out, and I guess when he took off his shirt and put on the new one to try it on, he never put his hat back on, and he went back up to the store to come get his hat. And when he came back to get it, this white lady was like, "You guys should be ashamed of what you're doing." Like they've already been congregating. Like did you see them black boys? They were over here stealing.
So they came back to get the hat. Yeah. And that's when they were like, "Oh my God."
Yeah, they had called the police. They even paid for something. You can't do that. I've worked in retail before, and that's really a lawsuit. Like that really happened one time, to where they actually falsely apprehended somebody for that, and it was a white woman too. Like she was not having it. She's like, I'm gonna call the news. I'm gonna sue y'all. Like it was really bad. Like my store manager really had to go all out to rectify the situation. You know, but you really can't do that to people. And on top of that, they bought something. And then when the police came, like, you know, they weren't, you know, combative or anything like that. They were showing them their receipt. They said, you know what, like, yeah, we came in here, we bought something, like, you know, because they said they didn't want to be, you know, all extra about it. But they had sat down with the president. They sat down with the president of Nordstrom Rack.
I'm about to say,
not the president, no.
No, don't call nobody.
No, I'm about to say, girl, he ain't sitting down with nobody.
Nobody. Not even his own wife. Anyway.
Right.
Sorry, she's in the hospital right now.
That's what they said. She got like
She
a
probably ain't there
thing.
either. Anyway.
Right. But
I comes for everybody.
You do.
I don't care.
Clearly you do. But yeah, no. She had what was I saying? I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought.
You talking about the president that they sat down with?
Oh yeah, they sat down with them, like trying to figure out how to rectify the situation. I don't know what they got, but I'm pretty sure they got something. But
of course.
And they were saying that, you know, we're just like they handled the situation like in a great manner. Like, first of all, like
Starbucks, get off my.
Not Starbucks, Nordstrom Rack.
No, I know, but I feel like it's Starbucks. Like, now you can go to the bathroom on your own. Like, come on, we couldn't.
I wasn't impressed with that. I wasn't impressed with that because
the
thing is that the problem is not the bathroom. The problem is racism.
Right.
Like, that's the problem. Like, racism is what called the police on that man.
Is it May 29th yet? It's not. That's the day they're supposed to close so they can have their racist talk. Like,
that ain't gonna do nothing. All of America need to shut down. To be honest with you, to have a whole talk about racism. Okay,
that's how you should end that.
Yeah.
All of America, shut down.
Shut down. Okay, and on that note, you guys, we're gonna take a quick break. Okay, so when we come back, I got a great question for you guys. I really want you guys to be involved. Okay, on my live. Are black women attracted to weird black guys? So we're gonna
think about that.
We're gonna think about that, and we're gonna come back. And I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna tell you guys where that originated from. We're gonna discuss this. Okay, we got some men up in the house too on My Mama Podcast in the building with us. So we're gonna talk about this. All right, we back in 5 minutes. Okay, so.
What up, y'all? It's C Blue here. I'm about to do this challenge for y'all. Y'all check me out. Come on. Let me tell you a little something about my city. Sippy T, Dr. Dre, easy done it in my city. Ruthless, DJ Quick, but too funky in my city. Tonight, King Luther got it thumping in my city. I'm about to drop that blue magic in my city. They copping up a mic, cracking in my city. JV, Hub City Radio, the first to play me, yo. We on the up and up, we doing by committee. On the way, I'm truly just a newbie in my city. Youngin', you can't say you never knew me in my city. It's my duty just to do it for my city. Yeah, I'm representing all the beauty in my city. Inspired by the black man of my city. Cause what I do is really rare for my city. Best believe I'm about the fresh air for my city. And I'ma make them all aware of my city. Compton.
Coco's Lip Smacking Cupcakes offers custom cakes and cupcakes for every occasion. We proudly bake everything from scratch. With every moist and mouth-watering bite, you will be smacking your lips by the time you are finished. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Lip Smacking Cupcakes.
Somebody else was born, but at least we got to say we ran on the digit, we ran on the money, we ran on the digit, we ran on that money, we ran on the digit, we ran on the money. We ran on the digit, we ran on the money, we ran on the digit, we ran on some money.
Miss me with that bullshit. You ain't really wild, you a tourist. I be blacking out with the purist. I paid 100,000, I freaked it. I paid 500,000, I freaked it. I bought an 87 for the weekend. This ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want, this ain't what you want.
And it's like that look. MVP, I don't get no sleep, no, I don't like that look. Bust that open, I want that ocean, yeah, that bite back look. Louis pipe back look. Need two like Jack look. I ain't gon' hold you, I ain't gon' pressure, never control you. I ain't gon' front you, keep it 100, I don't know you. Boss like Top Dog, boss my life up, crossing over. Stutter stepping, got a Hall of Fame and all my poster. I've been ready, my whip been ready, my been ready, my click been ready, my checks been ready, my shots on full, that's Armageddon. I got pull, I hope y'all ready, my tank on full, you know unleaded. I gotta go get it, I gotta go get it, I gotta go get it.
Allow me to give you something to think about. Not everything that comes out of Compton is bad. I mean, we have Dr. Dre, The Game, Kendrick Lamar, Venus and Serena Williams, that little girl with the dream, Maya Aja Brown. P. Diddy couldn't have said it better. This is the fairy tale, man. And fairy tales do come true because we got millions of cats that are coming up with that hustling spirit and drive. They got that mention in it, that drive. Bill Lyons had that drive to overcome all obstacles. Bill Lyons isn't just a clothing line or just a brand. It's a movement. Bill Lyons is Compton. Compton is Bill Lyons. Respect the perspective. Bill Lyons.
The hub.
Yeah. My real father's gonna feel me on this one. All the deadbeat fathers gonna hate me. Yo, Alex.
Hey, what's up, Tato?
Y'all coming through Saturday, right?
Come on, man. You know I wouldn't miss that for the world.
I've been hanging with my kids, just chilling, man, I'm living like a father. All my brothers that can relate to me, man, shout out my real father.
Look, life on the edge, get a grip. Know that they want me to slip. Hustle but something to quit. Ain't no pitch down for this.
Everybody gonna drive.
Girl, all the rich niggas, they want you. Girl, all the rich niggas, all the rich niggas, they want you. Want her. All the rich niggas want her.
Everybody gonna drive.
Girl, all the rich niggas, girl, all the rich niggas, girl, all the rich niggas, they want you. Girl, all the rich niggas, all the
The hub. The hub.
Welcome to the city of Compton. Here in the Valor Community Center at the Lincoln Complex. Here with David Bonet, right for our own kids in the city of Compton.
We are back. For those of you just tuning in, I'm your host, Monos Best, and I am here with Miss Lovely Leah.
Hey.
Our special guest host,
Hey.
Morty JB.
What up, what up, what up?
And we have On My Mama podcast here with us. We have Mr. Danny Lamar. And we have DJ Teddy B in the building with us.
We do this shit for the culture.
For the culture. Come on now. Come on now. Okay, so Really quick, okay, before we dive into On My Mama and everything that they have going on, I wanted to pose this question to you guys. So I ran across this post on Facebook. So for those of you who haven't seen Donald Glover, those of you who don't know who he is, Donnie, yeah,
Me and Donnie,
we cool. So Donald Glover, you guys who don't know, his Childish Gambino. Yeah. So he released a video for This Is America.
This is America.
Yeah. It was a dope video. Yeah. Very, very, very conscious from beginning to end. I love the video. I've seen all the visual work. Loved it. But after he released it, somebody had made a post of him with his wife. I didn't know he was married.
I
didn't
either.
Yeah, I didn't know he was married.
And a father.
Right. And I didn't know he was father either. Very low key. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So he was married to a white woman, and they.
Sorry. Wait. I'm sorry. Pause. This happened really quick because didn't he used to date Janae Aiko?
Did he?
Yes, he did.
No.
Did he?
No.
Didn't he?
No,
That wasn't him, was it?
Before Sean.
No,
How do
he
we know
did.
he's married with a kid?
So they
That could
posted
be a
it was
girlfriend,
it was
right?
it could be a girlfriend. It was posted on Facebook. So this is the post that they posted, right? So they said
I'm hoping somebody out of the street.
that's what they said,
Baby in a white.
That is what they said.
No, but she dressed like a white, like a black guy, white woman, like wife, like with the hat down, and don't let anybody see me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm mad that you said a black guy, white.
Man, I see it every day. That's how they dress. Like they don't want nobody to know, but like we see you, girl.
Yeah. Okay. So they said before anyone start talking about how great of an artist Childish Gambino is and how woke he is, remember this. And it was alluding to the fact that even though he's woke, he has a white wife. And then somebody, Asia Imani, she said, I don't even know her. She said, let's just be honest, black women are not attracted to the weird black guy. If you're different in any way, you're gay or weird. So people need to stop acting surprised when they are with the opposite race because what'd she say?
Because true
enough. Okay.
We wouldn't be attracted to them until they're famous. Dating outside your race doesn't make you less woke. It seems like we always go back to this question.
Come on.
I wasn't here for this. I didn't like this, okay? Because I feel like I just don't like people who categorize other black people as weird just because their ideas are unconventional. And I'm not gonna lie and pretend like at one point, like, you know, I've just been super, super conscious, and once upon a time I did think that other black people like that you were weird, you know. But to say that black women are not attracted to the weird black guy, you can't make blanket statements like that. And that's not okay for anybody to say because you have not surveyed all black women. And to use that as an excuse, and
we're not messing with weird guys.
To use that as an excuse to justify why you don't like black women or why you don't date black women is just, I just feel like that's not cool. Like, why you always want to project your problems on black women? You know?
I have a question. Why do people think that Childish Gambino is weird?
But I think when people say weird, it's like that just means that they're different. Like they're into different stuff. Maybe they could be a little bit nerdy, you know?
Ever heard his stand up? I think it's weird. He's weird as fuck.
But he does a lot. He's a writer.
When you hear him, like when you see him acting in Atlanta, when you hear him singing his songs, like he doesn't seem weird. When you listen to this man stand up, you be like, okay.
He's weird.
He's like, what about
he talks like that?
Yeah, he's like, it's totally different than like a character that you may see like on Atlanta or in the song.
Do you think he's different because it's comedy? So
No,
he's
weird.
Childish Gambino, the artist. He's Donald Glover, the writer. And who is he as a comedian? What does he go by?
Donald Glover.
Oh, okay, so he's weird.
Donald Glover, and that's why he got into writing. You know what I mean? Comedy, because comedy's been his thing.
Okay.
I think he's dope.
That's why I
shit,
feel
but I still
weird.
wouldn't deny that, like, there are people who are weird, but there's somebody for everybody.
Yeah.
So
my mama always say there's a lid for every pot. Like, I'm still waiting for my lid.
I'm gonna say, where my lid at?
Where's my lid at? Yo, where's my lid? Where is my lid, yo? Yeah, no, I had asked some people earlier on our QTT page, like, what is their definition of weird? And a Coach Kiana Shaw, shout out to her.
You're
She
so
said,
good. You're so good at this.
Thank you.
Thank polls and stuff. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. She said, my dude is considered weird because he loves Star Wars. He would rather go to a concert that does the musical notes than of the movie than any other type. He knows how to write the music from almost every movie. He wears cowboy boots.
All right, bro.
Yes.
That's weird.
That's not what the thing is that. Who is that weird too? Like, I mean,
because it's not even a matter of like whether or not.
He sounds like a genius. You know the music?
Different in the bad.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
you're just like very different in not a good way. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be weird. I don't think it should be a denial about motherfuckers being weird. It's about people liking weird people.
Yeah.
I like weird shit too. I like
something
people
weird.
Instagram
Something
models.
weird you like. Go.
Something weird I like.
Yeah.
Like nipples. You know what I'm saying? Like
What? That's weird, bro.
oh my God, they are tripping over here.
Around here.
I'm on a spot right there. I had to think. You didn't know time.
Wait. I'm talking about more for like
But
hobbies and lifestyle type things. You're not talking
So
about like
this-
little quirks you like.
This is like my best friend. I mean,
Yeah.
This is my best friend. So, like, we're in the sense of like.
I can tell it to the balance.
Yeah.
Instead of like going to do something crazy or what we may seem as crazy, he may go read a book or something. Some people that they think that's weird, or go hover somewhere and just be a thinker. Just go like, Carla, what are you doing in the corner over there? But he's like thinking.
Go buzz around the room.
Right.
He's weird.
So like non-traditional
Like, that's
activities that you may consider weird. Like it's I think it's levels to the weirdness.
Yeah, there is. You're
It's
right.
like
You're right. There's levels to weirdness.
Gambino, like you were stating earlier, like his genius makes him a little bit more weird than probably how he was cultured. You know what I mean? Like his experience as a black man may be a little bit different. So he's trying to find his identity in that. Like, I probably was raised over here. I got all these thoughts. I'm a
Where
musical
you're
genius.
raised, for sure. Because people in Afghanistan probably think we weird. Like, we see them with the hair wraps.
I think
and stuff,
everybody
but
think Americans are weird.
Yeah,
they
like
do.
we're weird to some
And you
people.
gotta be in a position to appreciate things about people. Like we just recently went to Vegas for my man DJ Teddy B birthday.
Hey, I was lit. I was lit. Yes.
We met up with one of
God is good.
one of our other friends, and he may be considered weird to other people. Like he got a different type of style. Like everybody out there, like beach shorts, whatever. He got on like some loafers, hat. It's just his style.
Yeah.
He do things different. Like when we was clubbing, he went to go see a comedy show.
Right.
I could have been like, bro, this is weird, bro. He don't drink.
Yeah.
I appreciated who he was
That's
in
what
that
I go to
space.
Vegas
So
for, bro.
somebody else could have been
Don't
like, nah, this nigga weird. You know what I'm saying? Or if it was a female, like, what is he doing? Like, I'm not rocking with that. So you gotta appreciate like the weirdness.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay being different, you know. And I'm gonna tell this story. I don't know if my family listening, but if they do, they know who they know I'm talking about. So I have a cousin, and she may be considered weird, or I would say that she's different. And growing up, I always known that she likes anime and she likes Japanese, Korean culture. She loves Korean pop. That's who she is.
Korean pop hard.
Yeah, it go hard. It really do. So, but when we were growing up, like with me and my other cousins, we used to think that was weird. Like, you know, and you could tell that she was kind of like the different one, you know, because she really like didn't how do I say, relate to us in a sense. And as I got older, I'm like, that really wasn't right for us to kind of knock what she liked, you know?
Yeah.
Like, who cares? Like, you know, she wants to like crump to Korean pop. Who cares?
Because it's hard.
But we got to stop doing that.
Weird. It's not weird if she was around other people who enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's not weird. She just not. In
That's
today's
so-
day and age with
that's
social
crazy.
media, you can find people who are interested in just the same shit you
Yeah.
want.
Mhm.
It's about finding the circles, though.
That's why I like the
Yeah.
because you can easily find those types of people now.
It's only weird, because I'll be weird if I was trying to hang out with some anime motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They be like, who is this old non-anime? Like, oh, you don't know who talking about it? And I'll be weird to them. I
thought he named the Pokemon.
Is that a real person?
They were catching. Blastoise?
But and that's just how it is. You know what I mean? So I think it's your cousin. It's weird because y'all family ain't like that.
Right. Yeah.
That ain't like typical of your family.
Right.
But there's somebody for it, just like there's somebody for an awkward black dude.
Mm-hmm.
There's somebody out there for it.
Yeah.
Just think about these spaces right now, and like how spoken word, like 7, 8 years ago, that was some weird shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
For you to be get up like what is these conscious ass black people good up here doing all this weird shit?
Or talking
It's
like
like,
that. Your finger. Because the man
Right. Because the white man. Like,
it's just different.
Straight
It's
up,
more
though.
exposure and
Straight
appreciation
up.
for some things. Now,
Yeah.
somebody mentioned earlier. Now, it's different levels of weird. Like if you got that perm running down the hallway, talking about Superman, and that's just different shit.
Yeah.
That's the weird.
You
get-
got ADHD.
Yeah,
You
that's
take
like,
some.
Ain't no genius about that shit.
But the situation at hand was the fact that they said that black women were not attracted to weird black guys. The thing is that when I was reading through the comments, they were saying that, you know, black women, we only like the thug. I don't even like the word thug. Like, but they like, you know, like the roughnecks. They like the one, like the gangsters. They like all them. But I'm like, who are you? Have you taken a survey of every single black woman? Because there are weird black girls out here. Right. Like there are black girls out here. There are awkward black. Issa Rae read a whole book that's dedicated to the awkward black girl. Right. Right. So what about them? Like, are we still gonna talk about the black men who are not attracted to them? Right. But I don't like that.
Awkward black. I don't know what an awkward black woman is. I've never even seen her. I just thought, oh, she different. Right. An attraction. The girl in middle school or high school who had the glasses on with like. Will always go to class and shit with like braces. She grew up to be bad as fuck. Right. Yeah. She probably was like awkward to some people. It's whatever you're into. That's temporary sometimes. Or somebody else is into that shit. Yeah. Go to anime convention. Yeah. You'll find a whole lot of people there.
You might find the love of your life.
Yeah.
Costumes on like Power Rangers and shit.
Yeah.
And you could find some black people there. You never know. Y'all can find love there.
Yeah. A lot of people are
that. Yeah. A little bit of your shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
FGC?
Y'all just came out the gate with it.
Y'all already started rolling with it.
Try to chill.
Is this the gospel?
Come on, brother. Come on. Hey,
brother.
Okay. Brother.
Nah. It's the fact that, like, how you mentioned earlier, how people speak about thugs. It just gotta be a little bit of everything. You feel me? Like,
that's what I think. This has to be a balance. I don't care if you nerdy. You can like some sci-fi, some street smart.
Super gangster, but it's just like some of the weird dudes. They may like categorize them as like being like punks or something like that.
Yeah.
If you get to know them, like a lot of dudes, like, hey, bro, I'm still with the business. I just prefer to do this.
Right.
But you never won't get past that shell. You
right.
feel me?
Right.
Off top, you're not gonna be like, oh, I'm attracted to this dude.
Yeah.
And I think that's the kind of struggle. Because off top, I feel, I don't like to generalize things, but it is certain, or some black women from my experience that I've seen is like, they'll sign somebody up and be like, oh no, I can't even give them a shot. Which is understandable. Your stuff is your stuff. It's preference.
Yeah.
It's nothing against that, but majority of that preference has been those weird dudes.
Yeah. The thing is that I don't mind, like, if you, like, not like with like a long perm and like, you know, Superman and down the hallway. But like, I don't mind if you like sci-fi or anime. I've dated guys who like that. My only thing is that if you boring, like, then I can't talk to you. Like, I cannot date somebody who's boring. And boring is like somebody who's always so uptight about everything and like who don't know how to laugh or to take a joke. You have no.
Why we gotta go to movies and shit? Okay, watch.
But everything's always like serious, you know. And I'm not here for that. Like, have some fun. Like, laugh. You know. Like, come on now. Let's go laugh. Come on. That was funny, right? That was funny. Like, no, I don't like that. Like, okay.
What's so funny?
What we gonna talk about then? Yeah.
Sense of humor is important.
Yeah, like I had talked to this guy last year, and he was really cool. Like he was, he had moved out here from the East Coast, and he's like a writer and whatnot. So he was like writing all these sci-fi movies, and I'm like, I don't really like sci-fi. I'm not here for it. But we had went out probably for about a month or two, and I was really bored by him. Like, and it wasn't even because of his interest. It was just the fact that you were just boring me. Like your personality's boring.
You probably wanted to talk about sci-fi. You didn't want to.
I talked about his play. I was like, let me know. I talked about his movie. I was like, let me know. Like, I'm interested in that kind of stuff because I don't want somebody who's just like me. Like, that's just always been me.
You want to learn
like, it cannot be two of me.
It has to be complimentary.
Yeah.
We had a thing I remember talking to my friends at one point, and we were saying like, look, I know people say you're supposed to compromise relationships, but the compromises outweigh the compliments. I need to go ahead and step out of it.
Yeah. That's
the
deep.
compromises
that is
outweigh
deep.
the
Put that on a
compliments.
t-shirt. Put that on a t-shirt.
You some
wow. But yeah, that's just something I always stuck with. It should be more complimentary than like.
We're gonna have to quote
exactly.
that.
Yeah, man. For real.
Quote that.
But yeah, upon that note, we're gonna take a quick break. Okay, we're gonna talk about how Mr. Danny Lamar and DJ Teddy B compliment each other on My Mama podcast. Okay, we're gonna get to know more about them. Okay, so give us 5 minutes. We'll be right back.
That's cool.
Yeah.
The Hub.
Welcome to the city of Compton. We are in the Dollar High Community Center at the Wrinkling Compton exclusive premiere with Ava DuVernay and Disney. Fight for our own kids in the city of Compton.
Sweet dreams
So there's definitely boys going on an adventure with her. There's her friend named Calvin who, I don't know, he doesn't tell me, I think he kind of likes her, but she doesn't really know that he likes her. And so the whole movie, he's trying to figure out how to get her to like him back. So that's going on. And then,
What if we are here for a reason? What if we are a part of something truly divine? Imagine 91 billion light years traveled like that.
Sweet dreams are made of this.
Your father has accomplished something extraordinary, also dangerous.
Hey, you guys, welcome back to Queen's Table Talk here on the Hub Radio. You guys, it is so lit here up in the studio. We got our friends up in here. We got On My Mama. You got myself. We got Lovely Leah. More to JB. So, you guys, I'm so excited because we have On My Mama podcast. And I have to say, I am a huge fan of you guys ever since I heard your first podcast. So I have to say, because you both are from Inglewood, right? Yes. So, yes, they're from Inglewood. So just based on listening to your podcast, I have such an admiration for Black men who are well-versed and who can talk about the system and who can talk about education. Also, not only that, but also give back, because from my understanding, you work at a school?
Yeah.
Or you worked at a school?
No, I still work for the same organization.
Yes.
Well, we did both work.
Yes, so and to hear that the last show I heard you guys were talking about food deserts. So you don't really hear too many shows about Black men being well versed on their communities. I mean, there are some out there, but just to see you guys have such a tact for it and to be educated though, but to still have fun and to still laugh.
Like something about jacking off or something. So
yeah, and like you guys get like everything, and I hear you do a great E40 impression.
Ooh, you know what I'm talking about? We try to keep it like that, you know what I mean? Me and my side, you know what I'm talking about?
Hold on, keep going. Let's get it
yeah, man. So we try to talk about a little bit of serious stuff.
Oh my God.
For the culture, you know what I mean? But we also add that humor in there. But the humor is always tied to something that's actually. So we're talking about taking 2 shits a day, but how important. How important health, like this indicator of your health. If you go to the bathroom regularly.
And you both are well traveled too. You both have been overseas.
Well-earned travel.
Well-earned travel. I'm here for this.
Homie got that passport on the table.
Right. Hello. But no,
I don't care. He got the passport.
He got the whole passport.
How many everything? Okay. Whatever it is.
You out here. Come on now. He got the whole passport.
Right. Well,
yes.
It's really big. So I'm trying to keep it. Come on,
use my phone.
Ideas like my birthday.
Oh, okay. But no, y'all tell us about the concept behind On My Mama. How did you guys get started, and how did you guys come up with the name On My Mama?
Concept got started. We just felt like we just having conversations as best friends for 14 years, 15 years. We just always have conversations, and we just like, man, we got to kind of put it out there. We always talk about stuff that we feel like that's beneficial to the community. Also, that can be like informational as well. And I feel like it is a little comedic factor, you know what I'm saying? Because we are from Inglewood, so we know a little bit about something. And so that's how the concept got started. And I mean, just natural. Like, best friends 14 years, it made sense. It made sense to, you know, start a podcast and put that information out there. We have fun doing it. And, you know, it's my right-hand guy.
That's what's up.
And then, I mean, even digging a little deeper on that, like, we from the hood. Like, we really from the woods, but we also had opportunity to go to college, you know what I mean? And I went to jail and to college, so it was, it was an interesting situation because I was able to talk from multiple perspectives. And, like, when I got out probation, first of bullshit, right? Black dude trying to deal with his anger, trying to prove my machismo. Who you talking to and your ass? You know what I'm saying? Come on. But yeah, and then, like, you win, you think that's what it's about, and then you be like, oh shit, I can't get no job, I can't live in this apartment over here, I can't even get into these educational institutions, I can't get government assistance if I wanted to.
Can you vote?
Factors. I can't vote. I can vote now.
Okay.
I can vote now, but for, like I said, like, I had the ability to, like, I like reading and shit, so I went to school, I like been able to, always felt comfortable talking to white man, whoever, I don't care who you are, I'm comfortable talking to you. What about the dude who ain't comfortable talking to go into a courthouse and say, look, I need to get my record expunged? You know what I mean? They make it so difficult for you to clear that type of shit up that you may never clear it up. So I felt like that was one reason I wanted to, like, be able to have a platform to speak, because shit, we got life experiences and we wanted to share, let people know what was possible.
My God. That's what's up.
Yeah. That is what's up. And you guys, just with On My Mama. So when you guys started that, okay, do you guys put a lot of stuff on your mama? Because, like, people always tell me don't put stuff on your mama. What shouldn't you put on your mama?
You shouldn't. If you call in sick, you feel me? You call in sick for work, don't put your mama in it. Don't put that on your mama, like, oh, mama, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, my mama, I'm sick.
I think it's a phrase that comes from, you know, you serious. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's just like, oh, bro, look at your J's. They fake. Oh, my mama, these real. Look at them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, you know, like on some, like, growing up type stuff. And then when you get older, it's still, the phrase is still used. Like, you know what, man? Oh, my mama, this dude said,
you just saying it in a more serious way now. Your tone is different.
Yeah. That just came from
it was the original Keep It 100.
Yeah.
Oh, so it was a back in the day Keep It 100.
Millennial generation, like Gen X may not use it, or Gen Z, who is it?
I don't know.
Gen Z.
Gen Z.
Gen Z. The no neck.
As much, right? Yeah, the no neck Gen Z.
Right. You know what I mean?
Use a different phrase, but for us millennials, like, oh, my mama, everybody knows what that is. You know what I mean? So we want to be like, we keeping it real, we keeping it all the way 100 in different aspects.
Oh, my mama. Yeah. Oh, my God.
Yeah, no, that's dope. Have you guys ever put something on your mama that really wasn't true?
All the time.
Yeah.
Oh. Y'all
grown as hell.
I don't, not now. First of all, I'm going to be lying. I swear to God.
On his mama.
On my mama. I got
I swear to God, on my mama.
Oh, my God.
No,
super serious.
Like middle school, high school? What? Like,
everything. That's
for nothing. It was for nothing. I do like chicken wings. On my mama, I like chicken wings.
Everything on my mama.
Your teacher gonna know the phrase. You like, oh, my mama, I forgot my organ at the house. You know what I'm saying? Like,
call your mama then.
So
it makes everything that you're saying more credible.
Yeah. It's going like, oh, he put it on his mama. Go ahead and believe it.
Because then after that, you put something on God. That's
symbolic. Is the black mama in the black community.
Real bad.
Yeah. So you know when it's on your mama.
Right. On your mama, that's real. What you say about my mama type shit.
Say somebody, I saw my daddy. Nobody gets
Be careful with your daddy. The homie said, oh, my daddy, I'm not lying. Nigga, you're definitely lying.
We trying to break that though.
Your daddy not even there.
Nobody believe you doing that.
Right.
Your daddy, man, get up out of here.
I think when you look at the show's name, we wanted people to be able to see the name and get an understanding of the show is about.
Right.
Like, that's culture in the name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know, if you don't recognize On My Mama, this probably ain't the show that you should be listening to.
Right.
Interesting.
We invite you to listen.
Or you're ready to give your ear to a different
person. Yeah, like On My Mama is like some black inner city shit. So, like, we got a black inner city perspective.
Yeah.
My Mama radio show?
Yeah. But I gotta say, I'm here for y'all. I'm here for y'all show. Y'all keep me laughing, like, seriously. But let me know. So you guys just had an event, Mimosas and Karaoke.
Yes.
How was that? Like, who thought of putting Mimosas and Karaoke together?
You know what? Yeah, it's always like us two just like sit down and just like spearheading things. So we probably get faded. Just like thoughts be going everywhere. But even outside of that, it was just like, man, we need to throw an event. You know what I'm saying? To do something different. You're like, all right, mimosas. Gotta incorporate. People love mimosas. Gotta incorporate. Everybody do it.
Ladies love mimosas.
Exactly.
Everybody do
I
it
know the
brunch.
ladies
Yeah.
love.
They love.
Yeah.
And,
oh wow.
Just like a karaoke type thing is like community to me. You know what I mean?
Straight up.
Combine those.
Straight up.
Why not have mimosas at night? And so it's just organically, it just started manifesting into things.
Yeah, first we were talking about wine and wings.
Yeah, it was like
Wine and wings.
That's cool. I don't eat meat, but that would be dope.
That sounds
We
interesting.
wanted to have a balance of like, what do you want to do when you go have fun?
Right.
When I'm 29, I love to have a good time.
Right.
And I ain't about to be out all night.
Right, because I'm tired.
Yeah, I want to go and chill, like lounge style. So we wanted to have something that was like lounge. And that's what it was, man.
Awesome idea.
Yeah.
Right. Awesome idea.
Right.
I'm mad I didn't know.
No way.
Yeah, we did the living room at his mama's house.
I thought that was the first one that y'all did. The one that y'all just did. I thought that was the first one.
Nobody really knew about the first one.
Because it was in the mama's living room.
Yeah.
She don't want everybody in her damn house.
She got a group set up. She got the bar. It was like 40 people. It was
Okay, but she was like not 45 though.
She was out trying to get drunk for free.
Oh, shoot. Come on, mama. Shout out to moms though. That's what's up. She's supportive.
Our first episode dropped the January 1st. January 1st. And that was the first time we did the event like the week after.
My God. So y'all was just rolling like, let's go, let's do this.
Yeah, but, so we started thinking about that, and we wanted to like kind of also like let people know about the show. Now we're 14 episodes in.
Wow.
People know, like when we say something, it's like, okay, now we got more ears listening. So
Right.
it just seems like it's the first one, but we started doing it, man.
That's
cool.
so dope.
That is
I love
dope.
it.
I do too.
Come on, black men.
As far as you guys have been doing this, I'm just curious though, because they give us like this whole like notion that women are harder to work with and get along with when you're in a group. Do you guys ever have like any disagreements amongst each other, or like you want to do something and you be like, nah, bro, like that ain't cool?
Yeah, not too often, but we
disagree,
We disagree for sure. We don't like
bicker and like
argue about it. It's more so like, nah, bro, I don't agree with that. It's like, okay, well, I don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? It'd be more like a discussion.
Right. That's what makes your show good. That's what makes your show good.
Why should we do that? It could be funny. It could be like serious. It could be like yelling, but it's never. We know it come from a space where we just trying to make each other better.
Good stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Right. It's from the heart. It's not no Azalea Banks.
One of us wants to BS. I value his opinion. You feel me? So it's like we able to check each other in a sense, and we both ain't no busters at the same time too. So we like, all right, bro. What's up? Do we need to go to the back? We need to go that
box
far?
it out real quick.
No, we don't need to go that far.
It be like that though. Have y'all ever heard? He like, look.
We had issue before. I think when we were younger.
Way earlier.
Yeah,
What was the biggest thing you guys had an argument about? Like, what was it?
We both was competing. We both thought we was like best at everything. So like sports, he was like really good at football. I was better, but he said he was better.
Coach said I was better too, and the stats said I was better. I know what you mean.
Okay, I asked the wrong question.
I know how to deal with that. You feel me? And so he'll probably say something slick. You feel me? I ain't the one to take that. All the other homies would be like, yeah, okay, yeah, I box too, bro. So you know.
That's real, because I think back, it's easy. It's funny looking at us now, like 31 and 29, like. We like some more like
you 31. I would not have guessed you.
Yeah, he looked like the Stacey Dash without the whole racist shit.
What is happening? Why Stacey though? It could have been anybody.
She's a high school student when she like 50. She be still playing high school. So I think that's all right, let me stop talking about Stacey Dash.
Yeah, ever since she's been up on, I don't even like ever since she's been up on that whole like wave of like Trump and everything like that. I feel like she's aging like a white person.
Yes,
you wanna act like white folks, you wanna be like white folks, you gonna age like white folks.
Sunshine saying hi to you. Hi, cousin.
Oh,
he got fans. I'm sorry. He got fans.
Oh,
his cousin. Wow.
Hello, cousin.
Small
Yes.
world.
Come on, we on live. It's on My Mama podcast. It's on Queen's Table Talk.
What was the question?
I forgot.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
I actually have a question. Have you ever had your mamas on My Mama?
Ooh, great question.
You guys should do that.
That's Mama's on My Mama. Oh my God.
You guys need.
I want to shout
You guys need
out.
to pay her for that.
That's
Free entry to mimosas and karaoke.
And that's the beauty of having women around.
Yeah.
Ooh, come on, lovely Leah.
Innovative.
Innovation. Actually, was something along the lines of like, have we ever like gotten to it or some shit?
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Early on, like I thought he was talking shit. He said something about like me not being able to get no French fries. Something I had no money.
French fries. Because he don't have no money. I think that was the part.
And I was like, hey, nigga, what you mean I can't get no French fries? But no, man, we've been. I think our best friend Robert. So his cousin, my best friend Robert. We also went to high school together, Inglewood High School. He got shot and murdered back in 2009. I was the closest person to both of us. So he was the reason why we were always connected. But it was like, when he said we was in competition, we was trying to hang out with Rob. You know what I mean? He was like, oh, I'm going to hang out with Danny. All right, nigga, fuck you. You know? But he got shot and killed, and that shit like brought me and Danny closer than ever because we was all we had at that point. You know? So since then, man, I feel like, obviously, I wouldn't wish death on my boy, but we was able to make something positive out of it. And we hadn't gotten into nothing, man.
Do you guys have brothers and sisters?
Yeah. But
and how do they feel about, the other one?
That's a good question. Yeah, you know what? I think at this point, they just accept it. You know what I mean? As far as like us being like brothers, like real brothers. And I feel like it's a real blessing to meet another black man and be able to call somebody your brother that you were born with.
Straight up.
Just, they see the genuine relationship, they see the genuine like love for each other, you feel me? And so now we just brought like together like two families. So my little sister is his little sister.
Right.
His sister is my sister, you feel me? And so at first my brother was like, me,
that's what I was thinking.
You know what I'm saying?
Me and his brother are the same age.
Right. And so they would get, and his older brother would get mad, not get mad, but you can kind of tell it was
some type of way.
He showed love though, but it was just like, man, yo, think yo this or that.
What about when you guys have girlfriends?
We boyfriends.
Yeah, they have two queens, girl.
I'm trying to find out. Now, not like that. Girl, no.
Hold on, wait. JB talking to somebody, okay?
Yeah. Right. I'm on day 5 right now.
It's in day 5 days.
Keep rolling.
I mean, we planning on getting there.
It was a long journey to this
Okay.
relationship.
I think so. Friendships in general, like they all get played out after a while as you start to reinvent them. So
very true.
If we didn't have the show, we didn't have nothing positive going. I don't know what we gonna like see each other once a week on scooping type shit. You know
right.
But
Right. What's up?
I feel like both our ladies, they super supportive, understand everything. Every time we step out, it ain't like I'm not gonna hang out with Danny. We working.
Right.
Like when me and Danny step out, we working.
So what did they do? Because a lot of guys find women that do what you guys do, what these ladies do, what I do, intimidating. So to see men that's doing it too, it's like, oh shit. Right. I don't really see that. That's a good question. And a lot of them don't, because this is day 5. I'm telling you, it's been hard out here on day 5 these guys because they're so intimidated. Like you do so much, I'm a guy. It's like nigga, you do something so we can both go out. I don't want that. So what do your ladies do?
What your lady do, man?
I think she let the guard down slightly for me to get in enough proximity to where we started finding similar things. And I think for me, this is probably like the first time I was like super just head over heels about something.
Oh wow!
And it was just the fact that she like I felt like she complimented me, like the things that I was liking in. She picked those up, and it didn't come from a malice place. It came from a place like, okay,
she want to understand you better.
Understand.
That's what's up, go girl.
It like pushed me.
Yeah,
that's how it's supposed to be.
So
it's a partnership.
You weren't one of those weird guys to her. Complimenting, not compromising.
I think I had a good balance of the
weird and the
weirdness,
okay.
But also like if you with me, you good.
Right.
You feel me? Like we ain't gonna have to. We shouldn't have to worry about no disrespect. We just got a good level of respect. I value her opinion. You know what I'm saying? Our communications, our conversations are wonderful. Like people say, we just keep reinventing everything.
That's what's up.
You know,
I love it.
We just went to Vegas and turned up. I ain't never went somewhere with somebody that's like all these people around. I'm just like, man, this is my baby here.
Oh my God! Come on, Black Love.
Come on, Black Love.
Don't play no violin over there. You better say the same thing. You better say the same thing about your girl.
I was inspired by this. Yeah. We were roommates. We were roommates. You feel me?
We was in your pocket, boy.
We lived in glory days. No, we had the boom boom room. We had a 2-bedroom. We had the den. We had red lights in the den. We had a fully stocked bar.
The whole bachelor pad.
The room was heaven and hell.
Yeah, so he had heaven.
Lord help us.
It was like light blue with like ocean. It was like
all black.
A sea view. A sea view.
It was turned up. It was turned up. We had a good time, but he ended up meeting this girl. And I'm like, damn, who's this girl keep coming around? She got to start paying some rent. She over here. Dang! No, but it was more so like, damn, my man's really happy. Yeah. So he was kind of like, man, do I move forward? I'm like, bro, I ain't never seen you light up like this. If you don't push forward with that.
Yeah. And then, come on, positive images.
So that inspired you.
Yeah, that inspired me like to.
That's so sweet.
That is really.
So they're alive. They exist.
I can't even handle this.
All right.
I can't even handle this. Yeah, talk about your queen. Come on. This is Queen's Table Talk, okay? Talk about your queen.
You know what's so funny? like once somebody goes, now you feel like you gotta go extra. Like, you know what? Actually, when I first
Right.
my heart just stopped.
Right. And it fluttered.
I can't call him in.
Now you asking to marry over there? Like, damn.
So my girlfriend, she like best friend for sure. Like outside of like, damn, we got a whole different relationship. That's my nigga. Like,
that's what's
I
up.
know it's deeper than just anything sexual. It's deeper than anything like, oh, you cute all the sometimes you wake up, you breath steak, boogers and all that. But I like when people talk about like having somebody's back, she has my back, and I think that's what allows me to go out here. I'm talking to a lot of people on a regular basis. I talk to a lot of women on a regular basis. She never like makes it weird. I don't know. I just I feel super supported, and she got her own shit going on, right? So she just applied to the USC Business School. So
come on, Queen. Come on, Queen.
Manager also working in the community. She's from New York. She's from Brooklyn. So
Hey.
her family mad cool. I go back and visit. I don't know. I just feel like I'm myself with her. I was in a relationship before where it looked from the outside, the shit looked awesome. People were like, oh man, y'all just a couple of years. She was like a yoga instructor. She's an accountant, made a whole lot of money and shit. And one day my phone got cut off. And that shit was off for like 2 weeks. I was so broke. I was in college. She make $100,000. My phone's still off.
Whoa.
And I was just thinking like,
this don't add up.
Now, I ain't the type of nigga that be asking for shit. When we live together, the rent $1,400, I work at the school. I got my half though.
Right.
Right, cause I don't ever want nobody to feel like they
Oh,
got that
yeah.
phone. You know what I mean? I ain't never been for the handouts.
Right.
But at the same time, you can also be like, yeah, your phone off, here go some
$40.
Right. At least I want to talk to you. Like, let me give you something.
Nah, I see you at home, nigga.
Talk to you.
Hey,
I see you at the house.
You know me when you get to school.
when you get on the Wi-Fi.
When you get on the Wi-Fi, when your iMessage come on. Like,
the struggle of college.
Right.
Partners, you know what I mean?
Wow.
I got real partnership, you know, right now. And
call me. I got 20 on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've been able to travel together, like hang together. I don't feel like I'm just myself. I used to feel like I was like kind of bending a little bit, more compromising than complimenting. And right now, it's just a lot of compliments, man. We've been together we've been going strong, so almost 2 years.
Oh, right. How long you been with your girlfriend?
It's been like 4 months.
4 months? Yeah. Oh, wow.
And you feel so deeply about her.
Right. That's
I'm on day 5.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
It's a different experience.
No, that is beautiful to see.
Anybody I was with, I feel like I still hold like great relationships with people.
Right.
More so like this, it's not even a fit. Like I can't even explain it. Like I be joking with him. I'm gonna give the seminar, bro. Like when you in love. No, but sometimes we shy away from it. You
Yeah, because
know,
we scared.
Right. Exactly.
I just said it.
I was taught everything.
You gotta grow up at some point.
That's crazy.
Nobody love her.
All my uncles was playing. My dad got like 20 kids.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we still fighting. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I was taught that it was always cool to be with multiple women. So once I broke down that barrier, it was just all right. Let me figure myself out.
So many of y'all are like that, though.
Say it for the people.
Which is also a confidence thing.
Yes.
When you lack confidence in who you are, you kind of move because you want to be validated. You want people to keep being like, oh, so you got all the girls. Like,
so you must be doing something cool in life.
Ain't nobody in the world I look up to got a whole lot of girls.
Right.
Like, nigga, how? You know how much energy that takes?
Yeah, if you're doing it right. If you're doing it right, it should only be lying.
And if you lying, I don't got no knock to anybody who's like talking to multiple people, being honest. You know what I mean? When motherfuckers is lying, like, I'm out here macking, I'm a player, you lying. You know what I mean? If she don't know about shit, you talking to other girls and you ain't macking, you lying, you setting somebody up for failure, bro. Because then she gonna go out and try to talk to a nigga like me. And she gonna be like, my last person I was with, he had really hurt me. Now I gotta worry about this shit. Like, stop fucking up the next nigga shot if you ain't really trying to do nothing with it.
Yeah,
but
sit
if
down.
She know what's up, get the draws, dog.
Get the draws.
It's
a lot of women out there that's fine with that too. That's like, you know, I'm talking to you, I'm talking to him. You good? I ain't gotta worry about burning or nothing. All right, cool. Let's do this, and I'm out.
If you tell the truth, you be surprised because people fuck with you anyway.
Yeah,
but I'm sorry. At least if you're honest and you tell the truth up front, you give me the option to be okay with this. Like, at least give me the respect of saying, okay, this is the situation. I know what it is up front. I'm okay with this, you know. But if you just don't say anything to me, and then next thing you know, I gotta find out about it. number one, I'm not here for it anyway. But now I'm pissed because you know you kept it from me and you lied to me, got me out here looking crazy.
And now you messed up like a potential friendship too.
But a partner though, I think that's everything. Like even like friendship's a partnership, relationship intimately is a partnership. A business is a partnership. If we ain't partners, then we ain't in no shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we got
the ship is sinking.
Yeah.
We got Oh My Mama. Danny is my friend for sure. But he's my partner. So if I start feeling at any point like I'm doing a whole lot and he ain't doing shit, it's a problem in our relationship that needs to be addressed. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna last that long. And in relationship, same thing.
Very insightful.
Right.
I love it.
Dropping knowledge
Great
on
two
my
men
mama.
to have on my mama.
Yes. So yo, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back. Okay, so Mother's Day was
Sunday.
We're gonna come back and talk about Mother's Day with On My Mama. We're gonna talk about mamas, all right? Be right back. On My Mama.
With the break.
Maybe I should stop building sandcastles, 'cause it always feels like the current is coming in. Oh yeah, lately it's been tough trying to get past you. Should've listened when you told me that it's the end. Oh yeah, maybe I should spend more time hanging with the friends that I came with, 'cause I can't quit thinking about you, no. Baby, I spend all my life trying to build what's right in front of me. Oh, how dumb of me, 'cause now the waves are coming in to wash my love away, and then I'll build it up again. Oh yeah, this time I hope you'll stay. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. See you all the time, eh? Memories in my mind. You say you need a break, I say I can't relate. Saw you down on 10th Street, you act like you don't miss me. I thought I had your heart, now it's tearing me apart. Oh yeah, yeah. Maybe I should spend more time hanging with the friends that I came with, 'cause I can't quit thinking about you, no. Maybe I don't waste all my life trying to be what's right in front of me. Oh, how dumb of me, 'cause now the waves are coming in to wash my love away, and then I'll build it up again. Oh yeah, this time I hope you'll stay, 'cause now the waves are coming in to wash my love away, and then I'll build it up again. Oh yeah, this time I hope you'll stay. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Dun 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 dun. Da 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 da.
Coco's Lip Smacking Cupcakes offers custom cakes and cupcakes for every occasion. We proudly bake everything from scratch. With every moist and mouth-watering bite, you will be smacking your lips by the time you are finished. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Lip Smacking Cupcakes.
When you die, somebody else was born, but at least we got to say we ran on the digit, we ran on the money, we ran on the digit, we ran on that money, we ran on the digit, we ran on the money. We ran on the digit, we ran on the money, we ran on the digit, we ran on some money.
Miss me with that bullshit. You ain't really wild, you a tourist. I be blacking out with the purist. I paid 100,000, I freaked it. I paid 500,000, I freaked it. I bought an 87 for the weekend. This ain't what you want, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want, this ain't what you want.
And it's like that look. MVP, I don't get no sleep, no, I don't like that look. Bust that open, I want that ocean, yeah, that bite back look. Louis bite back look. Need 2 life jacks look. I ain't gon' hold you, I ain't gon' pressure, never control you. I ain't gon' front you, keep it 100, I don't know you. Boss like Top Dog, boss my life up, crossing over. Stutter stepping, got a Hall of Fame and on my poster. I've been ready, my whip been ready, my been ready, my click been ready, my checks been ready, my shots on 4, that's all I'm getting.
Hey, we're back. Hey, y'all, we're back. With Queen's Table Talk, y'all. We're back. Queen's Table Talk. And on My Mama podcast, we are in here. We are in here. Yes, indeed. So, Miss Lovely, you had a comment for.
Oh wait, can you do the Bernie Mac impression?
I ain't doing no motherfucking Bernie Mac impression. Every time I come up in here, y'all ain't ask me to do this, do that. I don't do no motherfucking Bernie Mac impression today.
Okay, he's laughing so hard like you haven't heard it. Right.
I'm not about to play with y'all. I'm not about to play with y'all. Who else y'all do? Who else do you do?
I do some rappers, but I gotta do when songs are on. Yeah. Like a Boosie, I only do a song on though. That's the only 2 I do off the. What I can do there. What can I say? Nah, I don't know, man.
I thought it was gonna be a good one. I was ready for it. I was ready.
Coming to America.
Coming to America. I do not know how to do coming to America.
Black Panther.
Yes.
It's not hard. He making fun of it though. So it was a funny Forrest Whitaker character. The Black Panther. I said the Black Panther. Who the fuck is the Black Panther?
What are you and now had the Black Panther? The Black Panther.
The juice of the Black Panther.
A Black Painter?
Black Painter's gonna come
Black
and paint this
Painter. He
whole
gonna come paint the whole shit.
I am not about to play with y'all.
The Black Painter.
Oh, okay. So going back to what you were saying about reinventing relationships and relationships in the sense of like friendships, actual like relationships. So with that, I just kind of want to ask you guys: was there ever a time that you guys had to kind of like reinvent you guys' relationship as like a best friend friendship, and kind of like say this relationship needs to go to like the next level? In friendship, yeah.
Well, let me see, pimp. Yeah, actually, I think right before the show. Danny had graduated college almost 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. So he was off at school, kind of doing his thing. I wasn't in school at that point. I was working full time, so we only seen each other about like every other week, probably. So like we talk every other day. I talk to Danny every day. When I tell him I'm gonna hit him back, I probably hit him right back. But it was the point where we didn't have nothing going on that together. His school life and the organizations that he was a part of and the friends that he was having, that was like a real thing at school. And I was at work with the same situation. So since then, we've actually started to work together. So me and Danny actually work for the same organization.
Nice.
Came up with the idea of the show. And we spent way more time together at that point. I think it's relationship maintenance.
Yeah.
That's the way to term it. Everybody need relationship maintenance. You might need a trip with your. That's why it's important to do like a girls trip.
Yeah.
Or like
with your mom and dad, you need relationship maintenance.
Because my
mom might need relationship my mama.
You know,
No, that's
like,
very, very true.
That y'all gonna like this because you raised me, which is I give you all the credit. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
And I've changed.
Yeah.
Since you've last like really talked to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we got to reinvent our relationship. Like me and my pops, we wasn't cool until I was like 19 years old. We was forced into that. But like we good now, but we had to rebuild some shit.
Yeah.
Like we tell your dad we should be talking. Why I'm coming over, nigga? Like why? Like to just sit here, to even just sit here just to say I came over with my dad. Like what we doing?
I'm your dad. Like hold on, man.
Right.
It don't work like that.
Yeah, but we did.
Question though, have you ever felt like your parents took too much credit?
Yeah, I think. Pops, I just let him do his thing.
Yeah.
He be like, hey, that's me right there. That's me. I'm like, nah, nigga, it's me.
Yeah.
No, but yeah,
I think that's funny. But no, just reinventing relationships. I feel like when I look at Devontae, DJ Teddy B, and then my other best friends, I feel like iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
And it was a point where, like he said, I was in school, so I started doing my own thing, but it was just like a lust for something else. I just had like a lust for knowledge and just a lust for just doing my own thing. And they caught momentum doing some things, and instead of being like a hater about it, it was like, damn, they got a radio show going on. He DJ, he doing his thing, and it's like, all right, that motivated me. So to remain in the circle, I had to elevate my game, elevate myself to be better. So it was more so like that. That's what I value about the relationship. It's always like it never come from like a hateful place or malice. The competition is always healthy.
Right.
It's like who will touch a meal first?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I know by me, if you touch a meal, I'm at least have a couple 100,000. I'm trying to aspire to get there. So.
And to that note, it's a group of niggas we grew up with, man, who like be seeing us at like one homie in particular, like, man, y'all done left me, man. Y'all done, and I'd be like,
left you?
First of all, brother, how that works?
You stop climbing, man. You stop
and
climbing.
then you give an opportunity to somebody, or you be like, man, pull up. All my thing is always just pull up on Sunday. In the studio on Sunday, it's me, him, and Keith. That's who's in the studio. Pull up. I don't know what you can do, but you can find something. You know, go with the cameras, record. We do all the social media, the editing, we do all the marketing, everything ourselves. So if you really the type of person who wants to like progress with somebody, find out where you get in and move. I'm not about to be dragging about alone.
It come from a place where they be like, heard about it. I'm like, bro,
y'all was in London and Paris, and I was cool. I was like, yeah, you could have went too.
No, we actually put it out there. We was going to London. Then we was going to Paris. Months before, like you could have jumped on it. We found the best deals for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got 200, like I don't know. So.
200
to go to
we
London.
Found deals.
We found some deals.
Yeah,
we gonna start a black travel group.
On my mama.
I'm like, where
my mama started a black travel group.
We found tickets to time to next. Tickets to London, and it was like a joke. It was like, hey, they got a one-way ticket to London for like. It was like 183 or something like that. It was like,
are you kidding me? Because
let's book it.
She studied abroad.
Okay.
She studied abroad.
Yeah, and my ticket was not 183.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what type of deal they had. It was like
Tuesday night at 4 a.m.
We created a whole trip out of that. So we realized how to get to London, to Paris on the Eurostar train.
Bomb.
Spent like the Airbnb was nice, inexpensive. The only thing was that euro. So the dollar.
Yes.
Money over.
It'll get you every time.
I gave them like $1,000. They gave me back $14. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute.
Right.
Hold on.
Excuse me, magician.
Yeah.
What kind of Harry Potter shit is that? Where am I?
Hand me back some coins.
Gotti Williams.
So what they do is they'll give you a cheaper flight to Europe. You can get a cheap flight to Europe. But your money ain't gonna go that far.
Right.
You gotta pay the whole ticket to go like South Africa, like anywhere where their money ain't as long as ours. You gonna pay it on that ticket, but when you get over there, you can ball out.
Right.
Yeah. You gonna get a discount on the ticket to Europe, when you get over there, you're gonna be eating porridge.
Right.
McDonald's every day. McDonald's every day, man.
Eating good bread.
For real.
And cooking like, hey, you put this stove.
Okay.
No, we had a great time.
No, yeah, we had a hell of a time.
Just thinking like reinventing like y'all. Like this is friendship maintenance. Y'all show. Y'all come in here, y'all know y'all gonna see each other. It's like how people got poker nights. Y'all got Queen's Table Talk. You know what I'm saying? Like that's for sure I'm gonna see you.
Right.
We got shit to talk about.
Right.
You know, and it's just I think that's what friendship should be. It's a network.
Right.
If we ain't a network, then what are we doing?
That's really a great concept. I'm glad you guys brought that up as far as reinventing, because there's so many times where people get complacent at where they're at in their relationship, and they get complacent. And you know, like we have to constantly keep on reinventing ourselves. Even like when you look at people who are married, you know, like you have to continue to keep some spice in your relationship in some kind of way. So I love that concept.
In actual real time like relationships, I've been with my boyfriend for 6 years, and we're very young. And with that, there was a point in time where we just like absolutely hated each other, but we didn't want to like let go because we knew we were meant to be together, and we had to just kind of like break everything and then build it back up and then discover why we actually came together in the first place. So now I feel like a totally different way from the first time that I met him. I have like a deeper love for him because we went through that whole phase of like reinventing our relationship. So, because being with somebody for 6 years, looking at the same person, like, dang, I'm still with you again. 6 years. You again? Right? But like, just think about being a 20-year-old, you know, and seeing everybody like wild out and like talk to this person, talk to that, and I'm over here like, yeah, you know,
still got old balls.
Yeah, like still with the same one, you know. So I mean, you just have to definitely like rediscover that person. Yeah.
Yeah, so we gonna go to eat. He gonna come.
Right. You know, same old.
Right.
Yeah.
Date night.
Right.
Hey, date nights are important.
Definitely.
Yeah, especially when shit gets busy. Like,
yes.
Busy. I went home for 20 minutes today. 20 minutes. I was like, so I don't work at the schools anymore, but I work at colleges. So I was at Cal State Long Beach for some hours, and I had to shoot down to UCLA for some hours. 405 traffic though.
Yeah.
Coming back, and like I got home 20 minutes and I shot here, and like tomorrow's gonna be the same thing. Cause I got another meeting.
Don't you love those days though?
Hell no.
I
appreciate them. I appreciate it. I understand that they all going toward like the goal.
The homie said,
But
hell no.
in a moment, I'll be like, nigga.
I love it. I live for it. But that's because I ain't got no boyfriend. See that?
Yeah, but I think about like to have a partner in that situation.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna be supportive, but at some point you got to be like, hey, this Friday, let's go out.
Yeah. Because sometimes it causes
it.
conflict too, like because you guys actually miss each other and you don't know how to like express that, so you just like argue all the time because you're like, I miss you and I can't.
I feel you off with that, but you gotta have sex on a regular basis.
Unless you're not married.
Yeah, or unless you're waiting for marriage. Unless you're waiting for marriage or anything like that.
We're done. I'm like, okay. Let me ask you guys this, okay, because we run out of time. We got 3 more minutes left. Okay.
So my bad.
Gossip show.
People have their preferences.
Yeah.
Y'all are funny. But no, you guys. So Mother's Day was on Sunday. And I just love the fact, I was going to ask you guys, you know, like something like, you know, like real nice about mothers. But since we're talking about reinventing relationships, all of us are adults. So like, in what ways do you feel like you reinvented your relationships with your mothers?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's deep, right?
Can I go first?
Go ahead.
Can I go first?
Go ahead.
With the last of this thing. I feel like I reinvented my relationship with my mom by accepting her for who she is. She's something of age, and she's not going to change. As much as I would like her to, so that we could be even better, it's just like, you know what, I'm gonna have to just chuck it up. I already know who you are. I know what I'm gonna get when I say this. I know how you're gonna sound when I say that. I need to just go on and accept it, and then once I do that, I won't want to kill you all the time. So yeah, that's how we had to reinvent it, because baby, she's annoying. Love you, Mom.
What about y'all?
I think I was able to bring my mom and like some of the things I'm doing. So bring her to my world and then let me go do some things that she like as well. And so me and mom tight though. Like my mom raised us on her own. You feel me? Like I was the oldest, so I took on like responsibility. That was a point where I felt like Mom, I'm not your dude. Like leave me the hell alone. Like I'm like 15. Like the rich dude. Like hold the fuck on. Like what do you mean the rich dude? Like so. It was a point where I had to like have that tough conversation with her. Like you know, I'm your son. This is what it is. But I feel like I started to bring her into experiences that I was having. Like she didn't go to college. I'm like, oh Mom, this is my textbook. This is my stuff. And then we would go on like mom and son dates in the sense of like, all right, what you want to do? Let's go out to eat. But let's talk about some stuff too.
Right.
You know what I mean? Let's grow our minds. Like, all right, it's time for us to have some home ownership conversations.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I kind of put on some things that I like and some things she like, but also just making sure I'm not too far and staying in close enough proximity so we can have like some cool conversations.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, man. My mom never told me nothing that she didn't think was right. That shit was wrong as hell.
Oh, wow.
And like, I'm the youngest. Yo, I got a little sister on my dad's side who I'm really tight with, but growing up in my house, I was the youngest. So I got an older brother who's 34, and then an older sister who's 32. And like, they didn't make the best choices, you know, like, didn't graduate high school, like, niggas gang banging, like, all kind of shit. Sister moved out, got pregnant super early, and kept them coming. She got 8, you know what I mean? So she kept them coming, you know, like, government assistance. So my mom always operated like with her advice and like, oh, you need to eat, so like go get down there and get on the county and do this, you know what I'm saying? Or like go get that GR food stamp type shit. Like I was going to school, I remember like riding my bike to West LA College, like from the woods, just pushing with my headphones on, and then she was like, I ain't had no money. She was like, you need to get a job, like this school shit ain't where it's at. And I knew that she didn't mean to like not go to school, but she don't know what that's like. You know, my mom like #1 street. My mom from Compton, like street is like she really be like she dealing with a lot of niggas who like dope game, big money type shit. And so what she sees is what she's trying to tell me the right things from. But I tell her, I remember one day like, nah, ma, this is gonna pay off. Like I'm gonna keep going. And she gets like, this shit ain't gonna you gotta listen, you gonna be listening, you know what I mean? Every time she gonna be listening. I kept fucking up, I got involved in like sales and shit. She was like, that sales shit bullshit. But she's like, you need to go do this, get a job. She don't give a fuck what job it is, just a job. And I think people need to stop doing
survival.
that.
Survival.
Man, that's
But like when people,
I
would never tell my little cousins and them, like they moms be telling them like, just go get a job. I'm like, hey, don't listen to that.
Yeah.
Because it ain't about going get a job, wasting your time if you ain't gonna be able to pay for shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't pay your phone bill.
Come
You need to
on.
be this motherfucker 8 hours.
Speak.
You know, so I was talking to them about that. But at this point, panned out. I'm not a piece of shit. She trusts me. And like she brags on me all the time. I think like now she's like, since she started to trust me and say like, yeah, he kind of like did his own thing when it gets to grain. Like she respects it, and like we have real. It's not her talking at me now. It's us talking to each other.
Right.
And I think that came from me just like going against the grain, proving the wrong, doing some stuff. But like, yeah, mom was a big supporter, man. She bought like 6 tickets to Mimosa Karaoke, didn't even come. So that was dope.
I love it.
Do we
What
have
about you?
time?
Yeah, we do. Quickly.
Okay. So, wait, what was the question again?
How did you reinvent your relationship with your mom?
Okay,
How are you reinventing?
So my mom is she was very sheltered growing up, and so she would always kind of be like afraid for me to go and do certain things. 'Cause I'm her firstborn, her oldest, and I had to tell her like once I turned into like a young adult, into my teens, my later teens, and my 20s, like, hey mom, I need you to be more of a consultant and less of a momager. Like, I don't need you to manage my life anymore. Right. I need you to kind of be there if I have questions, if I want to consult with you, like, hey mom, what do you think I should do? And that was really hard because she likes to hold on, and she likes to be in the know of every single thing. And I was just like, I can't do this. And she would get jealous of the relationship I had with my dad, because my dad was more so like relatable, and like me and him would just talk, and like my dad would talk from sex to like anything, and I just felt really comfortable talking to my dad. Like, it was just really weird.
You have an awesome family, by the way. I know I tell you that all the time. You really do.
But she definitely has gotten better, because I'm like, mom, if you want me to come talk to you more, you got to be more open to conversation and things like that, because then I'm gonna just kind of talk to my friends. And that's what I was saying earlier. I would like consult with my friends about different things, because I didn't feel comfortable talking to my parents like that. But that's one thing that I would say. Like, you have to kind of set that boundary. Like, hey, you can't tell me really. You can tell me what to do, but like, respect my decisions as a growing adult. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, no, I get you. For me, reinventing my relationship with my mom was like me really understanding that she's never really been my enemy, but she's always been my friend. Like, she's always been the person that's in my corner to protect me and to tell me what's right. Because I'll tell you right now, when I was a teenager, she probably listening right now, but when I was a teenager, like, we didn't get along. And like, I was constantly in trouble, and it was to a point like we were always like clash, but the more I got older, and the more that I started to do this thing called life, and the more that I started to come into my own as a woman, like, I understand that, because my mom, like, she has really had my back in a lot of situations, like, and I'm like, wow, like, and the person, like, and you realize, like, when you're a teenager, like, you know what I'm saying, you treat your mom like crap, not even saying I treated her like she was nothing, but at the same time, it's like I didn't appreciate her back then. And for you to be older now, and for you to have that relationship and that rapport with her, understand, like, she's always been on my side, like, that's my girl, and I think that's just more so how I'm reinventing my relationship with her, is being able to understand that she's always been in my corner, and that she's always going to be in my corner.
You have a really great mom, though. Like, she's just so bubbly, and just like, you need anything? She's like that mom. So she's just so sweet. She's so sweet.
The thing that's important too, I think, as we get older, we recognize that our parents are not just parents, but they're people.
Yeah.
When you start not only seeing them as a parent, you start seeing them as a person. You go, okay, I got different respect for you. Oh, you was living life and being my parent. Like, as kids, we think like, oh, you just
trying to help me get my life.
But they're people, and I think that really like helps us to kind of see a different perspective.
Exactly. Especially like I said, as you get older and you understand that, you know, like they have made a lot of sacrifices for you, and they still put up with you. Even at 25, she's still putting up with me and my crap. So, you know, shout out to all the mamas out there. Shout out to my mama.
We love you.
Yes, we love the mamas, and we love
my mama.
Oh my God!
Available Apple Podcast.
I was gonna plug you, but I like how you beat me to it.
I be force plugging my shit all the time.
That's what you're supposed to do.
DJ, like, DJ
showing up about
Teddy
to
B
talk.
on my mama podcast. I heard this had to do for my wedding. This nigga.
We definitely.
That's what you're supposed to do.
We definitely want to thank you guys so much.
Thank y'all so
like,
much, for real.
Like literally the best conversation.
Yeah.
We've had. So
We definitely appreciate it. And thank you for inviting us.
Of course. I said I'm definitely a fan of y'all podcast. Yes, I appreciate that. But no, yes, you guys, we're gonna wrap it up, and then we are about to get up out of here. But we will see you guys next Tuesday. Please remember, guys, it's Queen's Table Talk. We help you discover,
unlock,
and protect. I'll pause because we didn't practice it.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
We
didn't let JP know the closing.
Y'all didn't let me plug my stuff either.
Say protect. I'm sorry.
Protect. Okay, one more time.
Don't forget, you guys, it's Queen's Table Talk. We help you discover,
unlock,
protect
your magic,
and protect.
We end the show.
Coming right.